ओ भाई भाई तेरा थोबड़ा नहीं दिख रहा है तेरा थोबड़ा नहीं दिख रहा भाई
अरे क्या है भाई, क्या क्यों नहीं दिख रहा अभी?
अभी मेरे को थोड़ी पता तेरा थोबड़ा क्यों दिख रहा है
अभी
फालतू
दिख रहा है?
अभी तो सीधा राम को बता देखने के लिए राम को कुछ दिख रहा है कि नहीं दिख रहा
मैं देखता ना अभी फोन पे। अभी लगा है।
है आवाज आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है क्या हो रहा है कुछ नहीं बता मैं बस चला दिया है इरिटेट हुआ भाई गंदा वाला इरिटेट हुआ
अबे नहीं आया, नहीं आया फेस।
तेरा थोबड़ा नहीं आ रहा
नहीं, कुछ कर अभी उसका मेरे को नहीं पता।
ए, क्या है
यहाँ पे
आ
तो
तो
दिख
रहा
रहा है।
आ तो रहा है
अभी आया, इधर नहीं आया। स्क्रीन इस पे नहीं आ रहा है।
इस पे नहीं आएगा किसका तेरा या
स्ट्रीम
मेरा
स्ट्रीम स्ट्रीम पे नहीं आया
तेरा
मेरा।
तेरा अबे नल्ला माँ कसम भाई।
अबे बंद करके लगाना वापस।
क्या बंद करके लगाओ थक गया भाई मैं
कर भाई, कर कर कर
बस
जल्दी कर।
बस हो गया मेरे को
अरे
इधर है वो तू
तुम्हें लाइट लगा देना। बस
बस ये है कि मम्मी की तो मांगती है
वो देख दिखाना तेरा वापस भाई
अभी भी नहीं दिख रहा क्या?
मैं
अभी तो आ रहा था ना इधर।
मेरे पे कुछ तो हुआ ब्रो इन्हें कुछ
आए थे।
इन्हें कुछ तो किया होगा
एक ही सेकंड रुक, डिस्कनेक्ट करके ज्वाइन करूँ क्या वापस?
कर कर मैं अभी कुछ नहीं कर रहा थक गया drive in somewhere you gotta make your own luck guys make your own luck
अभी कर।
ये इधर तो ज्वाइन ही नहीं हुआ
हो गया।
अरे रूम चेंज सीधा अबे
अरे इधर फिर सेटिंग।
इधर दिख इधर दिख रहा है उधर जाने के बाद नहीं दिख रहा क्या है भाई
वो कुछ तो गलत सेटिंग कर रहा है वो।
तो नहीं
मेरे
बता
को तेरा
क्या
स्क्रीन ही नहीं दिख रहा है।
अब स्ट्रीम पे जाते ही तू गायब हो रहा है भाई
मैं गधे, मेरे को तेरा स्क्रीन भी नहीं दिख रहा है तो।
मेरे को दिख रहा है तेरे को कैसे नहीं दिख रहा
अरे उस पे नहीं रहे, डिस्कॉर्ड की इस पे बोल रहा हूँ मैं।
डिस्कॉर्ड के इस पे स्ट्रीम कैसे दिखाएगा मैं तेरे को डिस्कॉर्ड पे स्ट्रीम क्यों दिखाओगे मैं तेरे को पूरा मौत डाल दिया भाई तू तो भाई तेरा थोबड़ा ही चला गया अब तो
क्या बात कर रहे हो? ये तो सही
हाँ
है।
भाई
अरे उसको कट करके वापस ऐड करना गांडू।
वापस से प्रॉपर्टीज चेंज करना पड़ेगा
Let's see if they can find them though, as Dopeness end up battling it
मुझे
out with
इधर
Team
गया
Vitality. Razak throwing the Molotovs in there. Lupa on fire, and he's gonna burn, baby, burn. And that's
born
Dopeness
baby born
losing one of their players here.
Dopeness trying to clash back. Eyes on the Wizards tower. Razy goes up top to make sure they can hard flush onto Lufa. No recovery mission, but Nikita has other ideas in mind. Nearly gets up the stairs, but Razak's quick with it. And a buckshot's dispatched them. Head on a swivel as well. Finds Ken G, one by one. Dopeness very quickly falling to the wayside. Nice
1000
pick
कर
up
उसको
there, Jukes. They can save their mate as well. This is a bit surprising though. S2G hard commit onto the godlike crew, and they're gone.
Wow, what a huge finish for the side of S2G. This is their chance now. S2G's got to go for the win. Godlike getting shut out earlier is perfect for them because they are
क्या जुगाड़ है ये
fourth
वाव
not a crazy point gap going up from them. So 75 points
आँख
is where they're
कसम
staying. That's the goal to catch up
इन
to.
पाड़ दी
ब्लैक
Big
कट कर दे
opportunity. You know, Aida saw that.
अबे वही तो नहीं हो रहा लौड़े वरना मेरे को नंबर डालने की जरूरत नहीं है
In this game, and now with
ठीक है ठीक है
Dopeness getting eliminated earlier,
नहीं
अरे
Tiana
दिख
भाई
all
रहा
right, let's game in here and get out of this bottom three.
Yeah, exactly. You're not too far off. Couple points. It's only a duo.
क्या
Though. It's a
प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है
scary
भाई
thing.
तेरे को पता है तेरा कैमरा नहीं दिख रहा है मेरे को डिस्कॉर्ड में इधर
Is that task
नहीं मैं
is
ऑफ ही रहेगा उधर
half
मैं इधर ऑफ कर दूं तो
players to
फाइनल
rely.
क्या तो आएगा ही नहीं उसने डिटेक्ट नहीं किया भाई सही से
Now, yeah, you're just gonna see these rotations come out. I mean,
तो
S2G
यही है फिलहाल तो
need to find
ना और
themselves
कोई
a good
ऑप्शंस भी नहीं है
solidified position, and they do, right? They have a good spot in this next circle, especially if the zone goes up north. Yeah, I think now it's time to play things a little bit slower, slow things down. You got to get to end game if you're S2G. Fights right here are way too dangerous because if you take a fight, you're getting third
क्यों
party
भाई
guaranteed.
क्या
So
दिक्कत क्या
slow
हो
it
रहा है
down.
समझाओ यार
Try to get
फोटो
this win.
स्क्रीनशॉट की चैट जीपीटी को पूछ
That's what you need. You need still
क्या
a
बोल
good amount of points here. And if you can
मैं
get
हिल
that
क्यों
win
नहीं
now, man, they'll be having a good solid chance in the last 3 matches.
रहा
Good to see
बोर हो
ऑनलाइन
रहा
होने
है
की गांडू उस चक्कर में
बोर हो गया है
of how they're playing, right?
ये
It's kind of
पोत आ
what
गई
they
रे
say.
वो
अभी कर टाइम है तेरे पास टाइम है कर
You got to try and run a few more risks and
काय का फोर्थ अबे हो रहा
no
तो
potential
जिंदा है अभी
opportunity to
ईडा
run.
भी
जान
जिंदा है अभी
जान पे आ रही है
Let's see where the zone's going to go on it. Who will get a bit of a gift?
भाई क्या खतरनाक लॉबी है भाई ये
Dead center here. So the S2G are still
मतलब
in
ये
here. The
डेडली लॉबी लग
Jaguar
रही है
are
ये
not
तो
going to be in trouble because everyone's going to be crashing in this area. And you can see Vitality are driving right by everybody instantly moving on.
इधर तो
S2G
दिख रहा है इतना
not
अच्छा
happy with just taking that corner side. They want dead central and they are pushing on up. Vitality.
Did
here.
up pushing,
Oh
did
boy.
up.
Here comes TT Project looking to punish them in the shack. Nice shots there from Niaz. And this is some desperation points on the side of TT Project. They need every single one of them.
भाई मेरे को लग रहा है ना
Inside
भाई
the vehicles for Vitality
ये
is
क्या
the
है
only play they can make. They quickly heal themselves up and repeat back through. Razak.
तेरे को समझ रहा है क्या
Spark
क्या
of this squad
हुआ
that's
है
been popping off in this very battleground. They're going to go for the quick pick
नहीं,
up
मुझे
play.
आ
It
रही
seems
है
Federales runs in.
ब्राउ
ये सारे टैब बंद कर तेरे पहले तो
पागल है क्या मुझे चाहिए होता है क्या लिखूंगा मैं
How are
क्या
these
देखना
guys
था अपन
alive?
को
I don't know.
This is insane. I mean, this is the worst
सेकंड
case
पीओवी
scenario
सेटिंग्स
for TT Project. Just Team Vitality said, all right, you know what? Yeah, you guys thought that we were just big chilling. No, no, no, no, no. If you're going to take us out, you got to do it quick. Now we're going to see Young Galacticos here, just on the move, little
ये
by
कौन है भाई
little.
भाई
Ida
बता
I have
यार
the OBS
कैसे
version
करना
camera
है
properly installed inside the video on the Discord camera section. I don't have even though the OBS where your we're gonna firstly close it
पे
from
वो
the
उसका
folder.
खुद का बता रहा है
Right click on the file location. We're gonna go to OBS studio
S2G
folder.
would have 6
Again,
अरे
eliminations.
प्रॉपर्टीज तो सेम ही रहेगा
Find camera, right?
Player.
Now
They gotta
press
start
any key to
playing
अरे
continue.
पड़वे ये तो
Once it's done,
They full committed to this position, dead center. They're like, you know what? We're gonna hold the dead
Hello
center,
everyone,
wide
Jimmy
out in
D.
the open. We're gonna secure this shack.
भाई तू
Have all
बता
our vehicles
He
blown
then
up. So they really
the
need to
right
hope
key.
the zone just keeps centering on
Data
up to,
will
to their position.
two options that you can actually try in order to fix
That's
this
the
issue.
crew.
Now let me show you another
Taking
option is
down
to
Noob Banega
simply
as
go
they're able
and
to
turn off
detonate the
the
vehicle.
OBS. The last
It's not
solution is
looking
to
too
simply
मेरे
good
go
कैमरे में कुछ
damage-wise for
प्रॉब्लम है
Northern
क्या?
Red Force.
हाँ तेरे में प्रॉब्लम है.
Shift
control
damage
view.
onto one of them, two of the players
Have
knocked
ठीक है.
for now.
video if you find help. Sure, thank you for watching
It's a
game.
bit of a
क्या
struggle
है
with the
भाई?
Wolves nearby. Hustler crew in
भाई
position.
solution नहीं
This is
मिल
the
रहा.
fight that's currently going down. Ooh, nade inside from Slanik. As Wolves get that one on target.
पल पल जीना.
Let's go Wolves, man. Wolves
No,
need to
it's
do
over.
something here to keep the NA dream hopes alive. Wolves
अबे किधर?
having one of the best substitute players on the planet in Juancho. Fortunately, we haven't seen him in the game, but he is here in the arena.
Reaction.
His squad. And
आया
hopefully
ठीक है.
looking to extend their stay here just a little bit longer. 30 points, not nearly out of the danger zone yet. They need a good game to at least solidify them to that survival
देखा
stage.
अभी दिख रहा है. भाई
Man,
फिर
that survival stage is going to
फिर
be
बकचोदी भाई.
jam-packed here. Tianba looking like they are going to be, might be going to it.
इससे कुछ तो होगा
Alpha
ब्रो.
7 looking headed in that direction as
उसको
well.
साइड में रख,
Let's
उसको
go to
वो
the top players.
बीच में
Of
रख के
course,
देख
we'll
कहीं
see
पे.
a
किसको
whole
किसको?
bunch of team vitality. That makes sense.
It really does. Zone
किसको साइड
crunching
में
in
रखोगे?
once again though. Centering up.
तेरे पास में, तेरे
STG
बाजू में
are
रख के
up.
देख.
And of course, the remaining members of Tianba within the area for now.
ले भाई.
Surprised Ida
आप
from
बाजू
distance
में
as
आ
well.
मेरे.
We saw that fight with Wolves and Nonshin, but they were able to steal away one more point just off
तू
the
पहले
back of
पूरा
the
अपना
win.
थोड़ा देगा.
This is Yang
वो
Gon
ऊपर का
pushing
स्पेस
up
बढ़ा
onto
थोड़ा.
the
हाँ.
Dodging.
हाँ ये
Trying
ना
to
बात.
get away in the vehicle, but they're running up to
अभी
another
अपन
team on the
जाएंगे.
hillside. It goes
आप
both
बताओ.
ways though. Damage done.
गायब पे
Fernandez
तू.
from distance helping Vitality put pressure onto these squads.
आप फालतू चीज है भाई.
तेरे को नहीं आ रही भाई सेटिंग.
See
तेरे को नहीं
Young
आ
Black
रही भाई
goes there's
सेटिंग.
Say Cloud. All right, pops
हाँ
up a
मेरे
couple
को
shots there
तेरे
on the
को
side of
तेरे को तो
Vitality.
पता ना फिर.
I'm
ये
surprised
यार
they
इस
even shot that,
साले.
considering that he's so far out of position in the circle. But now I was wondering, where is Alpha 7? When are they going to make some moves? There's Obscure getting a nice shot there onto E-Arena. That's huge
ऐसे
for this
क्यों हो रहा
lobby.
है?
E-Arena going out here.
ऐसे क्यों हो रहा है?
Shuts down one of those top players.
हम स्क्रीन शेयर
And
स्टॉप कर.
Tourniquet though, last player up. Oh,
Stop
devastating
screen share.
A7 here.
अब
Oh,
बताओ.
and good for them though. 7-2-1.
अभी आया ना.
Instant
नहीं
elimination.
आया.
That's going to
चला
be a
गया.
huge sigh of
2
relief
सेकंड
for
के लिए
7.
दिखा था ब्रो.
It's Wolves as well, making it so uncomfortable for Alpha 7 there. They thought they could take a fair fight, be able to just play a head-to-head with both squads. Doesn't work that way.
क्या बात कर
Wolves
रहा है?
keep the pressure
हाँ
on
2 सेकंड के
A7.
लिए दिखा था.
721 GS as well. Still stealing points here and there in these games.
उसको कन्वर्ट करना है रेटिंग लगाते हुए. तेरा वाला जैसे ऐड किया था वैसे ही ऐड करना मेरा भी.
अरे मेरा वाला वो कैमरा कैप्चर होता है. तेरा वाला एप्लीकेशन कैप्चर होता है. मेरा अलग है. तेरा अलग है. तेरा डिस्कॉर्ड से भी फेस
Stuck in a horrific position.
Horrific is right. And the Wolves are holding the north side, wrapping all the way around.
अरे तो वैसे ही करना. क्लोज कर उसको. वापस वो ऐड वाला बटन दबा और फिर वहां से पीओवी में जो ऐड करता है वैसे कर उसको.
Alpha 7 just can't
Okay.
seem to catch a break here. Can't get anything going. And S2G, hard committing to that central spot, is working out so far. And that is, yeah, Obscure's just going to go out to blue.
तो
So
देखना
that's
है.
तेरा डिस्कॉर्ड ही लोड नहीं हो रहा है.
If they want to make
कुछ
it
तो
into
ट्राई
the
कर
top
रहा हूँ.
3, they need to win almost every single game going forward.
Impressed how good Wolves have been able to play as well with the really awkward fights they've had here. Handling themselves nicely against multiple squads. Sonic does finally fall, and he was hitting some big shots. It could be a detriment to the remainder of the Wolves roster. Gang gone. Brutal position, bro. They got the smokes, limited cover, hovercraft.
किधर है ब्रो तू?
उधर ही होना भाई. उधर
Now
ही
we're
होना.
going to see Ida. 4 players up.
अभी
They
तो
took the most
डिस्प्ले
dominant
ओबीएस पे
position
भी
in the
नहीं
zone
दिख
इधर
रहा
से
है.
early.
ओबीएस पे नहीं दिख रहा है. प्रॉब्लम ये हो रही है. तेरा ओबीएस पे ही नहीं
What's even working out
उठा
for
रहा
them
है.
more is the fact that Godlike's gone.
अरे ओबीएस पे
Right?
उठा
Nongshim,
रहे
of
हैं.
course, are hurt. E-Arena is out of here. Aura only have 2 players left, so and those are really the only top 5 that matter, right? So, man, that's going to be really huge for the side of S2G and Ida. It opens the
इस बार
door.
हो जाएगा.
It opens the door for them to
इस
make
बार
it
नहीं
into
हुआ
the
तो भाई
finals,
मैं नहीं
but
कर
you
रहा
still
हूँ
got to
कुछ.
walk through it. they
देखा
spot
आई तू
Romeo
जैसे ही YouTube
and
खोल
the
रहा हूँ मैं
EWC
तो गायब ही
looking
हो
to
रहा है
snake this one out and make something happen.
प्रॉब्लम रहेगा भाई।
Nade from Smile being cooked. A few shots over from Tiamba as well, it seems. Doesn't overcommit on
कौन
the
बता
second one,
सकता है
just put a
अपन को
belly
कौन
clear
हेल्प कर
back
सकता है
through
तेरे में कोई
the nades
OBS
and
वाला
see if
नहीं
they
है
can
क्या
get into a good spot here.
नहीं भाई
Thread the needle with a nade, get it on
वही
top
तो
of
होगा
Vitality. There's the boom. Not enough to connect onto
कोई तो कमेंट करो
Federales.
भाई कैसे कर सकते हैं अगर
Information
कोई
going
आया है
both
तो
ways as well. The hovercraft coming in from Romeo to close the gap. He dives out. Quick reposition from Federales.
रुको ये देखिए वाली स्ट्रीम
Now we're
देखा
going to
है।
see Tianba get eliminated, so they weren't able to put up anything here. Federales looking to go ahead and make a play on a Romeo. Let's see what he can do. Does he have any? Jump headshot, baby, through the window, through the wall.
Let's
That is
start the
how you
game.
get it done.
Incredible elim on that one. But whilst Federales is celebrating, Ida's eyes light up once again. They know their job is not done. Razak takes the heat back over to Ida and puts pressure on them. Razy incredibly low in the distance. They got to go for the pick.
लास्ट टाइम कैसे किया था मेरे को याद ही नहीं मैं भूल गया लास्ट टाइम कैसे किया था
विंडो कैप्चर कर अश्वेत
Oh, this is tough
अश्वेत
considering
विंडो
that
कैप्चर
these are
विंडो
all
कैप्चर ही है
points
भाई
everybody else needs.
कर
So
वापस
they
कर
are just making
हाँ
this
बता
lobby
आगे
that
बता
much
विंडो
harder
आगे
to
वाला
win,
सेटिंग्स
as
बता
that's now Nongshim Red forced
विंडो
eliminated.
कैप्चर में मेरे को
इधर है विंडो
प्रॉपर्टीज
कैप्चर
मेरे को दो ही
Good
प्रॉपर्टीज आ
game
रही है
for our top five, excluding Team
एक
Vitality.
डिस्कॉर्ड और एक क्रोम वाली प्रॉपर्टी
Aura
यार
still alive with 2, but they haven't done much at all.
रुक
And
जा
with S2G getting 8, this is a good opportunity, right, for them to just continue to chug along and do a
हाँ
little
वो
bit
सिलेक्शन वाला
of
किधर है सिलेक्शन वाला
Seems
ओपन
to be a
कर
bit of a sleeper journey
ये
for
हुआ
them
ना
today.
ये ना ड्रॉप डाउन की बात कर रहा है ना
8 elims.
वो डिस्कॉर्ड पे सिलेक्ट करना
They've got a lot more
हाँ
to give
डिस्कॉर्ड ही
as well.
उसके
सिलेक्टेड है
नेक्स्ट वाला स्टेप
If Ida goes
उसका
down,
नेक्स्ट वाला स्टेप जो
it's
आता
going to
है
be them next in line to really try
मैं
and
बोल
take
रहा
the
हूँ तेरे को
benefit
प्रॉपर्टीज में
from the
डिस्कॉर्ड ही
gains they're
सिलेक्टेड है
having
ब्रो
here.
हाँ उसके बाद वाला दिखाना मेरे को उसके बाद भी
उसके
एक स्टेप
बाद
आता
क्या है
है ना
उसके बाद
Team
कुछ नहीं है
Vitality just crushing dreams non-stop here. They have the craziest
उसके
day
बाद
ever
कुछ नहीं है
yesterday.
बात
डिलीट कर और वापस ऐड कर
Crush the team.
डिलीट कर और
हाँ
वापस ऐड
ये
कर
कर सकते हैं
Desperately make it to the top 5. Rita
अरे करना है सुन
make a play on Federales.
कर रहा हूँ कर
मेरे
रहा
को
हूँ
ये देते रहे
Takes a little pop shot at it. And now,
यू आर
Federales does
सक्सेसफुली
get down by
रिमूव्ड
721 GS. It just leaves,
डिस्कॉर्ड पे तू
I
रहा
believe,
अबे गधे तूने
Razak up left
मैं आ गया अभी
Team Vitality.
ओ
स्क्रीन
फक
पे
मैंने क्या उड़ा दिया
मैं स्क्रीन पे आ
हाँ
गया बट
अच्छा
Player left from Wolves now. Bora set up in the shack there.
किधर
अच्छा
है
अबे
They do
तू
get the
दो
shots
दो
once again.
दो विंडो कैप्चर कर रहा है गांडू
As a duo with Wolves being taken out of the running.
नहीं एक डिस्प्ले
Like
कैप्चर
I
हो रहा है
said,
वो
Vitality just down to Razak. It
हाँ
won't
तो
get
ये
any
डिस्प्ले कैप्चर में मैं दिख रहा हूँ अभी अभी अगर तू लाइव पे जाएगा तो दिखेगा मैं
721 GS as they'll scrap
हाँ तो
each other. So far away though, Jukes. It's not an easy gap to close. They're gonna get a move on.
Yeah, now this
नहीं
is
दिखा
SG's time.
अभी दिखा था थोड़ी देर पहले
You did a
कट
great
कर छोड़
job.
ये ये
Now it's time to be aggressive. Move.
मैं डिस्कॉर्ड खोलने का दिख रहा है भाई तू वो तो मेरे को भी पता है
Stealing all of them from you. You need all that you can get.
चल अरे
सुन
उड़ा
मेरा
दिया
मेरा पीओवी
हाँ
डिलीट कर हाँ
मेरा
मेरा
तो
पीओवी
डिलीट
डिलीट
किया
कर
अच्छा,
They're
आगे
getting
बता
some points on the board as well.
ये वापिस अभी वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको वो विंडो कैप्चर वाला ऐड किधर से
Are you
करता है
gonna
वो
make
कर
it
चल
happen?
किया
Because
आगे
Team
बता
is still soaking up points here.
हाँ ठीक है नेक्स्ट नाम दे
बता
दे जो भी है
प्रॉपर्टीज बता विंडोज कैप्चर मेथड और विंडो मैच
हाँ रुक जा
प्रायोरिटीज
अभी इधर रुक जा इधर क्या है
721 GS taking a lot of damage as well.
क्या है बता
विंडो द मस्ट मैच क्या है वो
That's all S2G need from it.
विंडो मैच प्रायोरिटी हाँ
Shout
उसको
out to
क्या करूँ
721 GS though. Great day today. Right?
Yeah.
विंडोज टाइटल मस्ट मैच करूँ क्या
हाँ हाँ हाँ हाँ
ठीक है आगे बता
Decent running for the survival stage. Actually, they're looking pretty good for the survival stage here.
उसके बाद एक सेकंड रुक
Aleko
हाँ हो गया उसके बाद
gonna have to make a
क्या
play.
क्या हो गया
उसके
इसके
बाद
बाद
अरे रुकना अरे भाई वो औरत ने वैसे उसको वो स्क्रीन मिला वो सिलेक्ट करने वाला कट करने वाला स्क्रीन मिला उसको
डिस्कॉर्ड वाला
वो
ना
रहने दे उसको चेंज मत कर
And again,
वो ऑटोमेटिक पे रहने दे
point
और
stolen by
एक
Ida
सेकंड
इसको
as
रुक
well with the
इधर
shot.
गया तो
इसको ऑटोमेटिक पे रहने दो
One of those knocks goes his way, converted into a point. So still
अभी
squeeze
इसमें कैप्चर
little
कर मेरे
bits
को
out of this lobby. As we remain with our final three squads, Hora down to the two players. Ooh, Sky's gonna buckle as well. Instant connection
कट
from
करना
their
वो
ring on
ऐसा
the peak up.
ये करना
They're
हाँ
not slowing down, Jukes. They're just getting started.
Yeah, now Aura are out. That's the right play. Honestly, both of these teams were like, hey, Aura's that way?
अभी
Yeah.
प्लेस कर उसको
Let's all focus there first, all right? And then we can deal about it later on, because we're the ones trying to
अब
get in the
क्या
top 5.
आगे
Aura
बता
are already there.
अभी
And now a huge
अभी
shot.
क्या किया उसने
And that's GG.
तो उसने कुछ
He's
तो
got the
एनिमेशन
big
लगाया
W
उसमें
win, baby. Let's see some of that late game
देख
sniper
तू
action.
वापस गायब हो गया
Oh, Rita. Talk about, hey, they don't have
बैंडी
barbershops here for these players.
ये साला ओम चला रहा है बे
हाँ ये कल से होम चला रहा है वो
Short back and
वो
sides
कल
for
से चला रहा
Rita.
है
Ridiculous, that one didn't connect.
क्रिएट और सिलेक्ट सोर्स ये क्या किया
The
इसने ये
scope
औरत ने
attached for max precision.
ये
Looking
कैसे हो
हाइड इट
सकता है भाई
बिहाइंड
ओबीएस
योर
पे
ओबीएस
दिख रहा है और यूट्यूब पे जाने के
चल
बाद
चल
नहीं
चल
दिख रहा
चल
मैं मान ही नहीं रहा
जस्ट अरे उसने बोला कि ओबीएस के पीछे हाइड कर इसको
we've seen from S2G. And an
हैं
Ela that took that chicken dinner previously and have not slowed down.
जो तेरी मेन
A
ओबीएस
slight
की स्क्रीन है
advantage
ना
in terms of
इस
the
पे
pool
राइट
of
क्लिक कर
attrition.
हाँ
Jukes
जैसा तेरा अभी
4
गया
versus 3 on the
कैमरा
manpower.
Oh, I know we
तू भी
joked
गया
about that
आगे
mid shot, but that was actually a
हाँ अभी
really
कर
brutal
अभी जा
miss,
स्ट्रीमिंग पे
considering that if he would have hit that, Rita's gone, and
Yeah.
there's no way he's getting res.
क्या
It's a
बोल
3v2
क्या
situation.
बोला बे
So, oh, barely,
अरे
barely
गधे
missing. That would actually been
तेरा
a
तेरा
3v1
पीओवी
to
रहने दे
even
वैसे
things
ही
up
मेरा
here.
पीओवी है ना
So
तेरे स्क्रीन के
unfortunate
पीछे
for
डाल
that. Let's see what kind
स्क्रीन
of
के
plays are
पीछे
gonna
डालू
be. Now, you can see
हाँ
Ela just slowly creeping up, pushing their back against the blue zone, and now with that snake
आगे
play coming into here, one
हाँ
good
बस अभी
thing
अभी
could
जा
shut them
इस पे
down.
लाइव पे अरे यार इसने तो वही
तू
किया इसने
गायब
क्या बोला कि
भाई तू गायब
जस्ट
हो
हाइड
जाएगा
इट
भाई
बिहाइंड योर
Shot
ओबीएस
for your team in clutch
नहीं
time
ऐसे नहीं
moments.
होता भाई
That kind of play could really come in.
डिस्प्ले के पीछे डालूंगा तो तू गायब ही हो जाएगा
ये देख
वो तो
उससे सेम
बेसिक
प्रोसेस किया उसने कट वगैरह किया
It's a big
और फिर उसके
hit.
बाद उसने बोला कि जस्ट हाइड इट बिहाइंड
Reaction
योर
to it,
ओबीएस
Jukes. He steps up, absolutely lays down the law, spitting bullets. One by one, they're being removed. Unless he can save it with a snipe, it's all over, and they're gonna run him down.
Didn't really do much except for team vitality, right? I mean, it was a non-game for them, and that opened things
मैं तो
up.
स्क्रीन से ही गायब हो गया किधर है मैं
Let's
दिख
take a
भी नहीं
look
रहा
at the
ये
team.
राइट बॉटम पे है देख और कुछ कुछ तो बोला भाई
और देखो क्या
कुछ
और एक लाइव देखो
और देखना देख भाई तो देख बहुत
वही
टाइम
है
है
वही ऑप्शन दिखा रहा है
बहुत टाइम है अपने पास
They've
अपन
been there
कुछ
before,
करते
Jukes.
रहेंगे
They're locking it down. Beautiful signs,
यही
though,
एक
if
स्ट्रीम
they
हो
win
गया
as
अपना
well. They actually stole so many Elim points off other teams amidst all that commotion in those fights, right? Anytime there's a third-party angle from distance, we're talking meters. They're hitting shots.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, this is what I was talking about in that last game, right? When you have such an insane clutch play, it exudes confidence in your entire squad. They believe in you as a player. They believe that it's a sign, right? It's meant to be for us to make it. And we
अरे
saw that circle
तूने
early
पहले
on.
किया है ना रे
That's
आशु
probably the
रे
best spot in the
अरे
zone.
मैं
They
भूल गया अरे
immediately were like,
तो
yeah, let's
डेली
take
थोड़ी
that.
यूज करते
Since
बैठता
they
हूँ
looted at
चल मैं कांडू
Pachinki and they took full advantage of it. What a clutch play right here. It's
जो पहला कैमरा दिया
to
उसने
catch
जो भी
up
था
and
उसका
be able to
लॉजिटेक
make
का
it into
कैमरा
the
था
finals, and they're looking like they're making it happen.
अरे
Locked it down.
कुछ कहाँ पे फाइट हो रही है नहीं
Full of
पता है मेरे को
themselves.
बट
And a pathway now.
मेरे नॉलेज के
Went
हिसाब से
from
तो
being
सेटअप है मैं वही कर
possibly
रहा हूँ
impossible to now literally a
बाकी मेरे
reality.
कुछ
It's
चल
their
रहा
right
है
now.
हमारे पास
Yeah. I mean, but this is what it took. This is what it took, right? This is why we're really casting so much doubt, right? Because it took like 2 back-to-back wins to even make it a chance. They just did it, and good for them that they
ये
did
क्या
it
है
in the
फोर्स
first
एचडीआर
half
के
of the day, right? I mean, there's still 3 more matches left to go. That's plenty of time to really lock things down. But it's gonna be interesting to see, right? Which team got knocked out of the top 5, right? That is gonna be really wild to see, and unfortunately, on the other side of things, right?
इस पे दिख रहा है स्ट्रीम पे मैं अभी ओबीएस पे दिख रहा है स्ट्रीम पे मैं
Tiamba, so many different
जैसे ही वो
narratives that
फुल
we're
में गायब हो
hearing
रहा
and
है
so much more to discuss. So stick with us when we get back into it.
स्ट्रीम एंड करके वापस चालू कर
क्या अच्छा लॉजिक लगा, लॉजिक लगा दे, ठीक है।
इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले और
रुक ना,
ChatGPT को बोल।
ओए लॉजिक लगा दे, ठीक है। अपन जब डिस्कॉर्ड खोलते हैं, डिस्कॉर्ड खोलने के बाद जब ओबीएस पे जा रहे हैं, तो अपन को तू ओबीएस पे दिख रहा है,
हाँ
ठीक है। यहाँ तक यूट्यूब का कोई मिसमैच नहीं है अपने सेटिंग। इसके बाद अपन जैसे ही डिस्प्ले कैप्चर खोलते हैं, डिस्प्ले कैप्चर पे मेन स्क्रीन आती है, ठीक है। और तू डिस्कॉर्ड वाली स्क्रीन का पार्ट है, और अपने प्रॉपर्टीज में डिस्कॉर्ड वाली ही स्क्रीन है, तो तू गायब कैसे हो रहा है? मतलब
समझ नहीं आ रहा मेरे को भी।
मैं अभी तक नहीं समझ पा रहा है जो क्या है।
俱乐部的排名在不断上升，然后我们也是
आदि
会
किधर
有
है?
压力的，
आदि है
然后
क्या?
我们也是随着压力的变化，我们改变我们自己的打法。然后 EWC 我们 AJ 也有拿下总冠军的话，我是非常开心的，因为我们所有的项目在多项开花嘛，大家都是在拿冠军为一个目标奋斗，然后我们也是非常开心嘛。
आदि को पूछता है, वो आदि है तो ये रहेगा नहीं रे मोस्टली।
कॉल कर उसको।
कॉल नहीं कर रहा। कोई तो एक सेटिंग है जो ओवरलैप हो रहा है, मेरे को ये लग रहा है।
बे सुन,
सुना?
तेरा OBS खोल।
ओबीएस खोलो, ले ओबीएस खोला। नूबड़ा एनालिसिस, ये चुप रे, आमका सोल्यूशन थी, सोल्यूशन आम्ही सध्या स्ट्रगल करत दोस्त पीके रे उस दिन आया था खेल।
ठीक है, सुन सुन सुन सुन।
आम्ही सध्या सोल्यूशन
OBS तेरा मेरे को बता तेरा YouTube किधर स्ट्रीम हो रहा है?
ये कैसा सवाल है बे?
हो रहा है
अच्छा यूट्यूब इस पे
इस पे।
अरे ये वाला डिस्प्ले कैप्चर।
तेरा स्ट्रीम मेरे को लेट दिख रहा है ना गांडू।
तो रुकना थोड़ा। और इसमें कुछ नहीं रहता प्रॉपर्टीज, कुछ नहीं रहता है। पीके
उसको
सॉल्यूशन
भी
दे
है ना,
पीके।
सुन उसको भी है ना
ब्रो नहीं तेरा आवाज नहीं आ रहा।
But it is a big opportunity, Lace. If you, Matt Neftura, if you can just stop hogging the mic and pass it on. There you go. Thank you very much. But as I was saying, Lace, it's a big opportunity for some of these other squads to be able to jump up that leaderboard.
चला गया क्या रे?
Being none other than 7-1.
Honestly, it's been such a ride watching this team, and by that, I mean they are making micro adjustments.
जो चला गया तू अटक गया। यार इंटरनेट इफेक्ट ब्रो, इंटरनेट इफेक्ट।
I gotta chuck in S2G there as well, because they're literally holding this front position against
पीके सांग बेबा
on the north side. And they were at about like a 3-point mark, and it's just unfortunate 721 aren't sort of making these, like, I guess, minor adjustments to have that line of sight on them. And I mean, they're getting caught out by these massive split holds from these teams. But yeah, I've got to
hello
STG there into this, because they are
सुन, तेरा जो डिस्प्ले कैप्चर है ना,
मेरे डिस्प्ले कैप्चर का क्या?
हाँ उसको भी है ना, ये करो डिस्कॉर्ड सिलेक्ट करो उस पे भी।
अरे उस पे नहीं आता ऑप्शंस वैसे।
है ना, दिखा तो सही अभी।
नहीं आता ब्रो, ऐसे ऑप्शन नहीं आता उसको।
ये तो दिखा रहा है, बोल रहा है मेरे को उस सीन के सोर्सेस में डिस्कॉर्ड का कैप्चर और ब्राउजर विंडो होना चाहिए।
नहीं, डिस्प्ले कैप्चर में नहीं होता है।
उस पे राइट क्लिक कर, डिस्प्ले पे राइट क्लिक कर।
रेशियो मिलता है, राइट क्लिक,
Especially you, Max. Okay,
right
we're
click.
gonna find a good rhythm here. Especially if you're able to curse the team, she'll uncurse them, and then you and I, Neptura, will try to curse them again. But
मेरे को तेरा ये दे
some of the
दो,
other teams
क्या
that have
बोलते
a
हैं
big
उसको,
surprise
एनीवे
for
दे दो
me
मेरे को
has to
तेरा
be
ये।
Alpha 7. We kind of have to bring them back, right? For Alpha 7, we're expecting a bit of a
Sweet.
jump up today.
दे रहा
Like
हूँ।
721 has been able to
Any
do,
day
some of the
script.
other squads like Ida, but it hasn't been the case for Alpha 7.
No, it hasn't. They had a couple of
पहले
really good
डालना पड़ेगा
spots,
लग
and then in this last game, the last couple of games, it really feels like they've fallen back down in terms of that momentum. They're not really building on
डालना
anything,
पड़ेगा।
and we are looking now at the overall ranking because
आज तो करके ही
yeah,
रहेंगे
it is
माँ क्या
Ida.
भैया, अभी तो स्क्रीन से भी
A7
गायब हो
on
गया
the
मैं।
front page, and I think we know why. But
वो
Ida,
सिर्फ OBS पे दिख
hello.
रहा है।
Ida jumped up all the way to second
Oh,
place.
you
That's what
went to
happens when you get
second
back to back.
place.
Yeah, I mean, a back-to-back will do that for you. So really good jump up from Ida. Generally a team that I thought would be middle of the pack. I was not expecting to be in here, the top 5, but they just shut us all up right now, and I'm absolutely loving it. The
क्या बोलते हैं
blessing
bro?
is real apparently right now, though, looking at this page.
क्या
Young
बोलते हैं
Galacticos,
अच्छी?
day one, Nitro, showing some like sparks of aggression. I was really
People?
excited, but today this team just fully disappeared, I would say.
Yeah, it's weird. I was really hoping for a lot more coming on through because yeah,
वो ले नंबर ले
it's
देख,
been not they've
अगर
been
दिख रहा है तो
passive, they've been trying to
बोलू
do
तेरे
things,
नंबर
they've
में
been
दिख
trying
रहा
to
है।
control a lot of
वन
it,
वन
but
सेवन
it's
एट
not really coming through. I don't know if that's
178
because teams are, you know,
Two
pushing that
six two.
aggression a little bit more and they're getting caught out, or if
262
it's more of
Two
just
two seven.
faltering in mentality.
227। अरे इसमें मेरा लैपटॉप कैसे लॉगिन हुआ?
हैकर बोलते,
ये कब किया था अपन ने?
हैकर बोलते।
एक्सेप्ट कर सकते।
The whole region, honestly, the whole Chinese region looks like that because they have not been performing well at all.
All gamers had like some good moments, but Tiamba, I would say, is the team that I was expecting a lot of aggression. And I'm sorry to say, I've been disappointed, especially by QZZ. He's not even taking any fights. They're so passive. There's still time to exit the bottom 3, but top 5 for Tiamba.
तू क्या करता है, मेरे को नहीं दिख सकता क्या?
I've been able to surprise you guys in the past. So I'm
भाई मेरे को क्यों नहीं दिख रहा जो तू कर रहा है?
You're in class right now.
Okay.
Because I have a
अबे?
surprise for y'all that you get a chance to open up. Here you go, Max. Hold this.
Hello.
for me.
He's been so nice.
We're gonna be opening them up. You guys are gonna get some of
Hello.
so I get to keep the rest, so I'm not even gonna try to open one up.
मैं डिस्कनेक्ट
Please,
किया था, रुक
do me
जा
a
एक
favor,
सेकंड।
open them up and see which one you guys
Disconnect
are
हुआ?
gonna be getting.
दिखेगा ना, क्यों नहीं दिखेगा तेरे पे?
Sick.
It rips.
हाँ तो वही करना,
Oh my
वही
god,
सोच रहा हूँ।
it's okay. You're not gonna keep the box. You're gonna keep watching.
चलो मैं बहुत स्ट्रगल किया, अभी थोड़ा तू
Hello.
स्ट्रगल कर।
दिख रहा है ना मैं?
For me.
Oh, I got a card. What do I have?
मैं बहुत स्ट्रगल किया, अभी तू स्ट्रगल कर।
Right now, just open the thing.
Okay, don't look at the card. I'm gonna be getting the blue one, the blue and the white.
Blue and the white.
I'm gonna get the blue one.
Oh,
Yeah, that's actually pretty sick. Okay,
yeah.
Lace, what are you gonna get?
Ready? Are you ready?
Oh, squishy.
Squishy?
I got a classic mommy. Nice.
I
Those
win.
are
They wanna be
sick.
classic
Those
mommy.
are sick. Okay,
Your one?
I like them. You know what?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Talla
who wins,
talla
because
bari
now
vadku
I
vekallo.
get to keep them all. Yeah.
Oh, Looty. Dude, we're halfway through. Day two of Group B. It's crazy. We got some teams in the bubble.
Pajero.
TT
Wow.
Project, Dopeness, Tianba.
Yeah, I would love to step in one of these teams. Step in?
Look, dude, I don't know if you're good enough at this game.
Oh no, I'm not speaking about playing. I'm so bad. I'm speaking like a motivational speech, like a coach.
Yeah, a motivation. Okay, that could work.
बे तूने कुछ किया क्या?
Oh, how would I do it?
नहीं, मैं हाथ ही नहीं लगा रहा भाई।
Something like, guys,
मैं
we're in the
access नहीं कर
bubble,
पा
we
रहा।
have to do something.
नहीं
But,
bro, मैं तो
you know,
हाथ ही नहीं
trust
लगा
each
रहा।
other. We have to play our own
Notification
game. Trust the
cancel,
IGL.
Oh, that's nice. That's calm. That's cool.
Yeah, man. I feel like I shouldn't ask this, but how would you do it?
I will do it the French way, like something like.
Okay.
Bon, maintenant les gars, on va arrêter de faire de la merde. Hein. On va continuer à jouer plus correctement.
ये पागल चिल्ला क्यों रहा है बे ये कास्टर्स पागल है बे, कास्टर्स लोग कुछ भी चिल्लाते रहते हैं।
What did you just say? I just say something like, "We're a big family. We got this, and let's win together."
I don't think I believe you.
Back to caster guy. Game
What
4
did you
now.
say?
I said
तो वापस accept कर रशिद।
Game 4. It's now.
क्यों?
फट गया वो, वापस एक्सेप्ट कर।
Hey, you know what? I don't think I believe him either.
किया
I don't
किया
think that's quite what he said, but my French is
अरे
not
यार
quite
हुआ
good
नहीं।
enough. We'll have to tune in with Max to see if that was real. We
मैंने
will have to
किसको
tune in with
एक्सेप्ट
Max.
किया?
Unfortunately, he's laid dead out on a
हुआ नहीं था वो।
table at the moment. Completely
नहीं ब्रो,
slammed out by a
मेरे को ऑप्शन ही नहीं आ रहा एक्सेप्ट करने का।
from EWC apparently, but we are getting in towards our fourth game of the day so far. Ida on a back-to-back, which was kind of amazing to watch and is making it quite difficult for some of the teams at the top. We thought it was kind of a secured top
ये
5.
वापस रिक्वेस्ट
Ida,
कर।
however, battling their way in with fair ease on day 2. It seems like
रिक्वेस्ट
they've
करना।
found something, figured something
एक
out
सेकंड
from
रुको
that
ये
first day of
राजा।
games, moving into today. So they set up back over on the desk before they were knocked unconscious. They are now in second place, which is a huge jump up coming through from Ida. A Turkish team potentially going to represent in a direct qualification spot in towards those finals would be great. But now we have our final Erangel of the group stages. For Group B, this is their last chance to take a turn around the grassy pastures.
किया क्या तूने?
हाँ किया ना, तू ही तो माउस हिला रहा है।
Unfortunately, today has been pretty rough in terms of play math. A lot of ones down towards the south side of the map, making it a little bit more comfortable.
अबे मेरा कैमरा स्टक क्यों हो गया अभी? क्या कर रहा है भोसड़ी के? मेरा कैमरा स्टक कर दिया।
ये रुक रे।
There's some splits available towards that western edge. But yeah, good luck getting over towards the likes of North George Southern. It would be quite a long journey. I mean, maybe grab some vehicles, swing out, but you're contesting the teams in Yaz for those vehicle drops and things like that. So
अरे बैठेगा अभी, पढ़ाई करने बैठेगा। My phone number will work. अरे जिशान भाई, थोड़ा बताओ ना रे, सेटिंग्स बताओ ना रे। बस हो गया भाई, सेटिंग्स ही नहीं मिल रहा।
On this plane path, but it's the teams that are still in the plane after it starts to cross the channel between these two, the mainland and that military island, that are going to be in with a bit of a dicey scenario, I think. Like, yeah, Aura's out early though.
ये जिशान मकंदर
Currently dropped out from that top 5 as well, so they're looking to claw their way back in. Now they've had troubles on.
अरे इधर कुछ भी नहीं आया क्यों?
They said they fixed it.
मेरे को ये बता तू क्या कर रहा है पागल? अरे तेरा वो स्क्रीन छोटा करना। रुक रुक रुक एक सेकंड दे। क्या ऐड किया तूने? ये वाला ना? तेरा लेकिन फेस नहीं दिख
मेरा
रहा।
कैमरा ही गायब हो गया इधर से।
किधर है बे तू? एक सेकंड दे। हाँ एक सेकंड।
Blessing in disguise is quite a strong way of putting it, but I feel like it's definitely going to give a lot of teams an opportunity to go out to those locations, whereas circles anywhere else would have meant that you're still going to stay cramped on in. So we could see a little bit more of a disparate situation set up coming on through. Over in Rozhok, you've got 721 GS with his underneath them on the south side, and Ida from Pachinki on the north edge looking to extend their influence towards Ruin.
लेकिन तूने मेरे को स्टक किया ब्रो।
इधर है अपन दोनों ही नहीं आए इधर।
मैं स्टक हूँ। तूने मेरे को पता नहीं क्या किया।
अरे बट स्क्रीन पे तो दिखना चाहिए ना, स्क्रीन पे दिख ही नहीं रहा है।
मैं हूँ, लेकिन मैं स्टक हूँ।
क्यों स्टक है तू?
मेरे को क्या पता तूने क्या किया?
मैंने थोड़ी कुछ किया।
चलो ऐसे स्टक हो गया। बहुत बढ़िया भाई, बहुत बढ़िया भाई, कुछ तो कर रहा है तू। आई अप्रिशिएट दैट। करते रहे
Make sure that you're logging in, grabbing those skins, getting those unlocked, because the Ninetales Fury AUG looks mighty fine. I don't think there's one in the back of that van though, either. Unfortunately, you're going to have to get in game and go for those. Okay, so these players already got it.
ये IQ Pro Series निकाला रे। 10 लाख का प्राइस पूल खेले क्या?
Probably hit over towards the top of a building and then fallen down, but Wolves were able to get over towards this position fairly quickly. If you cast your minds way back to yesterday, Wolves actually sent
अरे सुनना,
very quickly over towards
तेरा सही कर तो एक बार पहले।
side here of Georgia Pole. The game
रुक एक सेकंड दे। छोड़ा क्या?
This is a pretty standard rotation for them, except this time the whole team's here.
हो गया।
It's a big benefit when you have all of your team alive. Generally, one of the better strategies in PUBG
इसको
Mobile.
ऊपर ला ब्रो, डिस्कॉर्ड के ऊपर ला तभी तो दिखेगा.
Works out quite well. Arena looks like they did manage to
हाँ
get their
वही
reses
एक
coming on
सेकंड
through,
कर
but
रहा हूँ.
instead of taking too much time to grab that healing, they have opted to move northward towards South Jordan,
आया क्यों नहीं इधर
courthouse
कुछ
to the
भी?
west of Everest Hospital as
क्योंकि
well.
तू ये नील है ना, विंडोज प्रॉपर्टी नील है,
A nice little pickup for the Wolves.
प्रॉपर्टी नील
अच्छा
है.
ये
Player down from
गलत
Hustler
सिलेक्ट हो
Crew,
गया.
playing on as 3.
ये भी गलत है.
Crates area, the Wolves have a little bit more latitude now, and they didn't even lose a player fully. Their knock that was sent their way does get repaired. For Wolves, it is a really, really difficult approach over the next few days. Over the next day, right? They have.
अभी ये करके रखता ना रे, फिर रात में आ तू गॉड ऑफ वॉर खेल, तभी स्ट्रीम चालू करते हैं कि फिर गॉड ऑफ वॉर खेलना, मैं देखेगा.
Getting into the top 5 very, very difficult. 3 more maps to do it in. You're looking at
लाइट
80
दिसत नाही
points.
म्हणून.
It would have to be the most unreal next 3 games. We start to count teams out right now. For 721 GS, I don't think I've seen
वो
enough
खत्म
out
हो
of
गया
this
है.
team. I genuinely think we are locking this down between S2G and
One
Godlike
खत्म.
making it in. That feels more reasonable to me. I'd quite like to see Godlike retain that top side,
ये
but
जाएगा
yeah,
अभी
I
थोड़ी
would
देर
say
में
those
ऊपर
top
जाता
7
है.
right now.
स्क्रीन क्यों नहीं आया अभी तक
Any
इधर
of
कुछ?
those teams going through into the
कौन
top
सा
5, I
स्क्रीन,
think
किधर
everyone's
स्क्रीन?
very interchangeable there. Maybe not Vitality,
Hey.
but everyone else
हाँ.
absolutely. I feel like if I was going to take one team out of this top 5, and this is going to ruffle some feathers, I imagine, but I think it would be E-Arena. This is the team
सुना,
that did so
अल्ट
well
पकड़,
in
अल्ट
that first
पकड़,
round.
अल्ट पकड़.
They broke records, they smashed ceilings. But since then, it's just been lackluster. I
और
mean,
से
they
क्या होगा?
only just surpassed doubling their scoreline
Oh,
from that one
okay.
single match in their overall gameplay. I think it was a match or two ago. That they really passed that.
मैं वापस
So
से
I feel
स्टक
like if
हो
you're
गया.
going to take a team out, it kind of has to be E-Arena, and I probably
नहीं
wouldn't
नहीं,
replace
मैं
them
चल
with
रहा है.
Godlike in this scenario. I feel like S2G today
मैं
is
हूँ
the
भाई,
team
जो
that
भी
has
हूँ
done
मैं
the
हूँ.
most
हाईलाइट
consistency in
स्टार
the last
बॉय.
2 days in
I'm a
winning.
motherfucking star
That's
boy.
impressed me. Godlike's just been more consistent overall, right, in terms of the adaptations that have come through. I think
भाई ऐसे
they've
अबे
improved
ऐसे
recently.
कुछ तो कुछ डिस्कवर करते हैं, चल नया नया
I
सीरीज
would
चालू करते हैं.
agree with you that for E-Arena,
तू इधर क्यों नहीं आ रहा है वो बता मेरे को.
was amazing. It will go
कौन
down in
किधर क्यों
history
नहीं आ
as
रहा?
one of the coolest rondos of all time.
हाँ?
कौन किधर क्यों नहीं आ रहा?
Haven't been able to live up to that.
स्क्रीन पे क्यों नहीं दिख रहा है तू इधर?
मैं दिख रहा हूँ भाई.
Because they were on fire that game in stadium.
अरे YouTube पे क्यों दिखूंगा मैं, पागल है क्या तू?
ओह ओके, अच्छा तू यहाँ स्क्रीन पे ही नहीं दिखेगा क्या?
इधर क्यों दिखूंगा मैं, चुतिए.
Pull some stuff out in the near future. They do have a very central position on this next circle though, so potentially this is the map to do it. The difficulty though at the moment is that E-Arena, as we saw earlier, did not get a lot of loot on board early.
मैं कैप्चर हो रहा हूँ मेरे लैपटॉप के डिवाइस के कैमरा से, ठीक है. अभी तेरे को कैप्चर करना है हमको डिस्कॉर्ड के प्रॉपर्टीज से, समझ रहे? क्या किया?
बॉर्डर 6 नंबर पे आ गई.
ये क्या किया अभी तूने? अभी ये मैच खेलेंगे ना भाई, बहुत कट टू कट चलने वाला है वैसे भी. बाकी के 3 मैचेस कौन जाने वाला नहीं पता. देखना पॉइंट्स, देखना 80 पे ही है सब लोग. तो अभी ऊपर के 3 लोगों को देख, 82 82 82, कुछ डिफरेंस ही नहीं है. कॉडल को और एक चिकन निकालना पड़ेगा. वो वाइटलिटी तो भाई एकदम क्रेजी खेल रहे हैं. वो लोग तो नीचे नहीं आने वाले. 40 का डिफरेंस लेके बैठे हैं. 50 का डिफरेंस लेके बैठे हैं वो लोग. उनको तो छठा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा कुछ. अरे ये फेट ट्रांजिशंस में कुछ मत कर. ए गायब हो गया. बैड मैजिक कर रहा है ना वो.
अबे यार क्या दिक्कत है भाई.
That could switch up, but they have a fair few teams as buffer.
रुक एक सेकंड.
That they do.
अभी अगर मैं स्क्रीनशॉट निकालूं तो मेरे इसमें
Getting eliminated at the group stage at global tournaments, you know. So that's
मेरे इसमें आना
gonna weigh
चाहिए.
heavily on the mind as this
यार को तेरे में आएगा ना ब्रो. क्या सवाल करता रे?
George, they were right at the edge of the pack. They're thinking, oh, maybe we can scamper across this bridge, but no, they can hold strong now.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, for Godlike, actually, North George wasn't bad. This could easily head towards the northern side, which it does here. And you can see that Alpha 7 do have the center dot right now. They're over towards the western side of North George. Tiamba, you got Eagle, taking a couple of shots.
अबे ये Godlike किधर से आई?
Ward off any players around them. But yeah, this is going to get very hot very quickly. There's a huge amount of water still involved. Can't really see it because of all the players littering over towards Everest. But this is northern. It does seem to be, I mean, about 50% of the circle is on the north side of the river. And it's going to be teams moving across it. TT Pro. I think it was Dopeness trying to go across. Some conflict between 721 and Wolves, who swung all the way out east side, despite being in South George so much earlier on, losing Baton, but they are across now and one of the few teams to make it through.
तेरा माउस मत हिला, तेरा माउस मत हिला.
एक सेकंड दे, एक छोड़ना, छोड़ दो, एक सेकंड मेरे लिए छोड़.
Getting through here with 3 players, pretty miraculous, honestly. You're passing through box compound as well as watchtower. That's a lot of capability taking your entire team down. I think a lot more teams are going to struggle to make that crossing and probably will take more casualties than just that. Now, E-Arena, are they going to go for the bridge? That's the question, John. I think it is a pretty big question. At the moment, it feels like they're trying to hold.
अबे तेरे पे मीम बनेगा बे वो पाकिस्तानी प्लेयर का.
That is then a trade-off in terms of the time you
नहीं है, कर कंटिन्यू कर, तू कर.
Or trying to open up an option on that northern side. Being trapped on the bridge, though, is the worst-case scenario. You do not want to be locked in there. A team comes in behind you. You find that it's impossible to move.
कैसे करेगा रे ये सेटिंग? इधर फिर से गायब हो गया.
As an option.
वापस से डिस्कॉर्ड ओपन कर. ये फिर आएगा तू देख.
Two teams breathing down there.
काय करायचं तुम्हाला? इथं माझा कॅमेरा येत नाहीये.
टॅक आला वेंडी टॅकला बोल.
अभी तो गायब ही हो गया वो. क्यों?
ओए टैक वाले हेल्प.
Trying to cut out as much of this southern portion of the map as possible for themselves, but a difficult task, a very, very difficult task.
गाइस दिस इज हमारा टेक गाइड, ठीक है? अगर कोई भी कुछ रिक्वायरमेंट हो तो बताओ, फ्री में कर देगा.
Which means they are very much in danger of dropping into the danger zone of 14th to 16th at the moment, and with only one player, they are looking pretty shaky. The only saving grace for them is that there is another team behind them who have also lost quite a few players. Dopeness playing on us too, but they are much safer.
इथं नहीं, इथं येतं ना रे, स्क्रीनवर नहीं येते.
That's really unenjoyable. There is a world where this goes back south towards the bridge. There is a world where that happens. I think it's much more likely that we end up in North George, but it's very rare.
स्क्रीन चालू केले गायब होऊन
The
जातो.
mid portion of the game, both North and South George in play. This is a scary one, very, very scary one. Many teams looking for refuge in North George right now. Everyone trying to kick their feet up, but many noisy neighbors. Looking at Edam, Vitality, as you said, Nongshim as well. Well, we're looking at Nongshim now on the south side, trying to make a punch through. E-Arena took a knock over towards Joker, but that is isolated and nobody from Nongshim stands beneath them to be able to get that flush. Vitality trying to navigate the area now to the southwest side of it, with the urban environment.
अबे इधर से फिर से गायब हो रहा है वो.
For more sprays down out the window, but doesn't quite get the full kahuna going there. And now is under a huge amount of threat. Does Nongshim Red Force get obliterated? I mean, for Nongshim, down to XZY, and then shortly after exiting the lobby, 80 points here opens up things for Godlike, S2G. The Arena, I felt like they were the ones doing most of the holding. It actually turns out to be Vitality taking shots over towards Nongshim Red Force, getting most of
ये Nongshim 80 पे आउट हुआ. Godlike को 6 पॉइंट्स चाहिए.
छोड़ रहे भाई, कुछ नंबर 6 पे आ गए अपन. हट.
अबे अभी भी 3 मैच है बे. इस मैच को पकड़ के
काय का साले 2 ही मैच है अभी.
पागल है क्या? इस मैच को पकड़ के 2-3 मैच है. एरेंगल चल रहा है बे तीसरा.
2 मिरामार बाकी है ना अभी.
हाँ तो मैंने क्या बोला, इस मैच को पकड़ के 3 बचे. तेरे से हो रहा है क्या? नहीं हो रहा तो बता, मैं कर रहा हूँ. मैं देता लास्ट ट्राई दे रहा हूँ, वरना तू जा चले जा, तू किधर जाने वाला था उधर.
There is an opportunity on the cards for E-Arena to be able to make history on that front. as he was able to win 2 of them, I believe, with Vampire in some of the earlier days of the tournament. So we're going to try and bring that power to 2026.
Brazil!
Unfortunately, there's been one game. They're one good game, right? Yeah. So it's not looking massively helpful so far. Again, this is one of those games where they
नीचे स्क्रॉल करना और कुछ नहीं है क्या?
much safer going into map 5 and 6 over on Miramar.
क्या है ये?
But goodness me, urban finishes never fun. We're gonna get our next circle real shortly. S2G finally breaking in to the circle on that eastern side. Our observers do find the map eventually. This is nice. This is going to transition into a full map shot. There we go. Beautiful. I could see it in their minds. They set that up. That was pretty. It actually did. This is a bridge circle. So what do you do here? I mean, E-Arena don't need to move right now. Sure, you might want to get central, but you can get onto the bridge later. You could just sit there and ruin the day for, well, actually, to be fair, very difficult to ruin Vitality's day right now. They're chilling. But for Ida, this is nasty. Thanks, boys. Appreciate it. John, this is not just a bridge circle. I don't think you can announce it like that. This is an insane circle. The teams are going to hate. We're going to be playing underneath the bridge for a long, long time. E-Arena's position became all the more important down towards the south side, but goodness me, this is getting treacherous. Like, where does it go next? He's going to have the hard shift back up towards that northern side, if anything, but it could come back down towards the south. Actually, a wild, insane position to be on. For all of our squads, Godlike loses 1. Vitality looking to move in. Beautiful bouncer. Up the staircase, nades now from Vitality, looking to keep the pressure up for E-Arena. They've already taken a knock in this location before. Either want to get stuck in, a third party here could be big. I think
इधर डिस्कॉर्ड का ऑप्शन क्यों नहीं आ रहा? मेरे को इधर डिस्कॉर्ड चाहिए.
इधर किधर चाहिए? मैं दिलाता तेरे को डिस्कॉर्ड किधर चाहिए?
हाँ, अभी मेरे को इसमें डिस्कॉर्ड ऐड करके दे मेरा कैमरा वापस.
किस अच्छा
इस पे नहीं, नया ऐड करके दे. अरे वो क्यों हटाया तूने गधे?
तो तूने तो बोला नया कर बोल के.
उस पे रहने दे, ये रहने दे, एक नया ऐड कर लो सोर्स फाइल.
You imagine the Razy's providing a lot of that information back towards his team. You'll ignore the minimap here. He isn't out in the water. He's watching from the hilltop. Towards that western side. Really, really incredible stuff. Ida did rock up as well. The rest of E-Arena playing underneath that bridge now. But wow, what a breach by Vitality. I imagine that there are going to be plenty of people putting on their swimming goggles for this final circle. But a lot of redness. The saving grace of this circle, if there is one, is the fact that the majority of the buildings in North George are still in. It's going to mean that the next circle is particularly brutal, but there is a lot of area to contain all of these players, whereas in an open zone...
Bro, क्या हो गया bro? Fuck. Foul गया bro.
Looking to follow in behind on that northwest edge as everybody's crowded around those buildings. Alright, trying to get rid of edge. Over on that western edge. Alpha 7 a little bit further in. Again, good opportunity here for Alpha 7 to try and solidify that position on the middle side of the tables. I think they realise they're not going to hit that top 5 today, but what they can do is ensure they don't drop into the bottom 3. Send home Tiamba.
अभी जो बैकग्राउंड वाला है ना, उस पे YouTube चला.
See, the Alpha 7 fans currently watching.
बैकग्राउंड वाले पे YouTube चलाओ.
Sort of home ground, honestly.
What?
That North George drop. Alpha 7 and both have been here for a very, very long time in North George. Now the neighbours are noisy. Make sure to keep them under control. Try and find a little sense of decorum in the zone. Tiamba.
अब कुछ भी करो YouTube चला. अरे भाई फिर बंद हो गया.
So much water in this one, Blank. That whole stretch of bridge. And the south side fight between Vitality and Ida is gonna need to pop off, and that is how you want to start it. Vitality open with a knock their forward position. That's all the backlines from Ida forwards, because they don't have a lot of time either before this zone starts closing. Less than 30 seconds to get it back up, to get in a position to jet across that bridge, or indeed jet underneath it. Yeah, Razy is a good spot here.
एक पे Discord चला और एक पे YouTube चला.
अरे वही तो किया. लौड़े वापस से और काल अलग से बोल रहे हैं।
Vitality, how do they
इस
want to
पे
make this crossbar thing?
डिस्कॉर्ड चल
TT
रहा है, इस
Project
पे
not
यूट्यूब
really in a
चल रहा
position
है।
to hold them out on the other side of the bridge.
इसमें अलग क्या
Feels
किया
like
तू?
not looking that way, trying not to expose themselves, but Vitality still have to make their way in.
ये डिस्प्ले कैप्चर क्या हो रहा है?
Are they going to send it
ये
first?
कुछ नहीं हो
Looks like
रहा।
they're setting up the smoke train. I don't think they're banking on every single player making it, but right now
इस पे
everyone's
कुछ
on
चल
full
ही नहीं
HP.
रहा।
This is a
ये
very
क्या
efficient
हो?
cross from them. They made it through the first
कि अभी जब स्क्रीन स्टॉक हो रही है तेरी तो दिख रहा है।
so they do not have a say on this, making it to the middle spot.
कौन सी
This
स्क्रीन
is a
स्टॉक हो
good
रही है?
hold
कौन दिख
position
रहा है?
against Ida. I think that they're wise to not try and send it all the way across because they just don't probably have enough information to know where is open on that northern
नहीं
side.
आ रहा
It's
उस
just
पे,
not
पीछे
possible
जा
for them to
वापस।
have scouted it.
माउस छोड़
So
तेरा।
just sitting up here, holding that south edge, they can start to slowly go forwards on that bridge in a future instance. And Ida, they're just going to have to go into the water and try and swim it.
अबे कोई तो बताओ बे, कोई जिशान तेरे को भी नहीं आता क्या?
Vitality probably sees this, but can't quite make the angles happen
जिशान
here
तेरे को
because
तो
they are
आता है
trying
ना
to
रे, तू
avoid the
बता
shots
ना रे।
coming through from the northern side, from the buildings, from the windows, in apartments. Tony K dropping down from E Arena, trying to get some shots himself, providing that information back towards the rest of the team.
वाह,
See Hustler crew here also
Crazy.
trying to work his way in. Final player
Crazy
there from TT
किया रे।
Project. They go down 30 points as well, so TT Project in the danger zone.
प्रॉपर्टी प्रॉपर्टी
किधर गया? ये क्या हो
प्रॉपर्टी
गया?
चेंज कर, प्रॉपर्टी चेंज। हाँ ये बढ़ाना इसको।
On that east side, Tiamba actually have a
अरे
pretty
उसको
good
बढ़ाना।
shot. Mormon and Tony K. Both
हाँ बढ़ाना।
get the angles. Tony K
रुक
steps
रुक
up
एक सेकंड
onto
दे।
the cliffs. He's not out of the zone just yet, but has a
इधर
little
गया
bit
बे।
more time to play with it. Stage 5, he's
ये पे था।
got some stims going as well. He can also make Ida's life
Crazy, crazy.
next up on the chopping block. There's the spray and there's the connect. E Arena doing bits to stay
ये
on
ले
the top
लाया।
5 and take down one of their closest competitors in the run. Some
वहाँ पर डिस्कॉर्ड क्यों नहीं सिलेक्ट हो रहा उस पे?
पता नहीं तूने क्या किया।
There's a possibility to kind of like eke against this as well. Pull a weapon for a very short amount of time that you can see.
Crazy किया right।
Just try and spam.
भाई कितना क्लोज चल रहा है भाई, लेकिन कॉम्पिटिशन कितना क्लोज चल रहा है।
STG also are looking this way from underneath. Next circle though, where will it go? Will Vitality get thrown a bone here? Will we head out towards the bridge? Have one of the most unbelievable groups of all time over 2 days.
Vitality with the double drop down. They're down into the water here. I mean, they know they're probably not getting across the bridge, so I guess it makes sense. Drawing fire from teams like S2G across the way. See if that's going to pay out for them. They may just stymie everything on the south edge. In the meantime, trying to hold as much ground as they can. Tiamba behind them. Yangon Galacticos with a little
क्या POV है भाई ये?
in one of the puzzle
अबे
pieces.
गॉड लाइक एक मर गया
The
भाई।
remnants of Plenty team who has fallen before them. Now everyone trying to make their patch in North George.
भाई तूने पीछे का स्क्रीन ही उड़ा दिया ब्रो, पीछे कुछ दिख ही नहीं रहा।
Vitality tried to use the vehicles to get good information on where these players were at before attempting to make their move forward. It's got to be some snaking, swims to the coastline. Razak's going to take a quick breather in the meantime. S2G also along the way.
मैंने अभी चेंज किया, मैंने आया ही नहीं क्या अभी तक।
आया ना आया ना।
An overzealous nade maybe, but does get quite the distance over towards GS.
इधर डिस्कॉर्ड क्यों नहीं आ रहा है?
गेम को इतना ही रख, अब खुद को बढ़ा कर।
Yangon Galacticos with 2 against 3 from Godlike as we tune back into the puzzle pieces. Godlike now committing to this fight, trying to push past Yangon Galacticos, get away from Tiamba. Smile, Molotov out the door, does manage to burn them back, but doesn't quite tag too much damage. Takes a nade to his feet, but does stay alive, stays standing, can start to heal, and out the window Romeo falls.
इधर डिस्कॉर्ड क्यों नहीं आ रहा वो बता मेरे को अभी।
एक सेकंड देख, गॉडलाइक का फाइट चल रहा है, तू देख ले। एक सेकंड छोड़ दे, गॉडलाइक का फाइट देख। चैंपियंस के साथ फाइट चल रहा है, उसको फाइट देख।
But not with glory, not straight to the finals. They'll have to play another stage here prior. Alpha 7 look to regroup. They're just gonna daisy chain over towards the rest of the squad. Squeeze now as well as Revo.
क्या हुआ, क्या बता, क्या क्या पूछ रहा?
Horror on their position. Everybody else from the south side is
down the cliff or in the water right now. So in terms of danger to Alpha 7, that northern edge is much more important to keep an eye on, but you do still need to be worried about teams trying to sneak their way up, like S2G from their position, to move in and maybe get a cheeky little shot, make a little opening, and try and force their way into the fight in a much more favorable position. I'm surprised that the teams over on the south side in the water have survived for as long as they did. They are mightily tested right now. You can see, I mean, Mormon is right close to them. They're trying to get their weapons out here, get a shot off, maintain that pillar position, maybe find a shot, maybe find a Tony K, maybe no. Can't quite get up high enough. There's Federalis, he's on top of Mormon. He's just about getting the DPS out, but it's not happening.
Just holding him under though, trying to stop him from getting the breathe off. Making it difficult. Federalis dipping back down again, but yeah, for Vitality, E-Arena and Ida, this is a tough experience to be in. You see right now S2G trying to see if they can get themselves to peek over towards where they're playing, but they are having a struggle bus of it. It looks like it's still happening as well.
The circle shifts out west, Blank. It keeps Alpha 7 in, but that eastern cabal of players, Godlike, Yangon Galacticos, the duo, Tiamba as well, that's all going to have to force west now. And I think it's going to get messy. For Godlike, I feel like it may be the best opportunity for them to just go as far forwards as they can, as fast as possible, to try and escape the pressure that may find its way further east. But Yangon Galacticos want to try and get ahead of it too. They are just immediately sending straight on in.
You may as well try and get further into this. Again, this is sort of undecided though, because you have the western apartments and the eastern apartments on this one. It is marred by this massive road that goes in between. Crossing that's going to be a bit difficult. We are on that coin toss type of a circle now as well, where teams on that northern side likely will have to move. Question is, how well can Alpha 7 hold them out? Because there's a lot of teams moving in tandem. Tiamba setting up the smokes now to try and get across towards where Godlike are currently playing as a 3-man. I like this though from them. They're going to try and take the fight closer to Tiamba. Be prepared for this maneuver.
Elementrix gets mollied by a teammate off in the distance as they combat with Horror and Etch in the meantime. Godlike, they push back out, as you said, Blank. Now, against 4 players from Tiamba. Tiamba needing a little bit more dynamism than we've seen from them so far in these group stages. Let's see if they've got that. Milu with a nade on close. First to step forwards. Doesn't get contested on the angle and now has to back off. But immediately by Spower and will be able to take it down. Eagle tries to fly around the corner, but it's not working out. Godlike hold well for the first volley.
Expowered me. Nice, Ray.
Nice, Ray.
Into a second. Will take the knock on himself just to ensure that Godlike can go.
अरे crazy. ये पीछे से पड़ा bro.
To ensure that they get the 5 elims. They're one off.
Finish मार दिया bro.
Back into the top 5.
But hey, Blank, they pay the price. S-Power, sure, he was able to keep them in this one with some beautiful peaks, but the off angles there, they punished him. It meant that now Godlike has only 2 players to play with, but with 5 elims, they've still got a little chance of getting across here. A lot of teams now getting forced into unfavorable positions, and Etch have to take the top floor against the Wolves on the north side. Horror are going to have to move as well, Blank. 40 seconds to get out of their building and across a road and into no.
भाई ये थोड़े देर के लिए गेम देख रहे हैं शो सेक्सी गेम चल रहा है
They want to be that moving turret.
टॉप
This team's attempt to make their crossings. How many smokes?
टॉप 5 में आने के लिए अभी भी 4 सीट्स बाकी है कोई भी आ सकता है रे S2G के लिए भी एक 20 गेम चिकन चाहिए वो भी आ जाएंगे ऊपर
Playing on those cliff sides. There's still players swimming out in the water, but they are going to be so close now.
Yangon Gladiators Godlike का गेम खराब करेंगे नाइस नेड पता क्या
Try and make their way on through. With only 2 players though, it's being made difficult.
पता है YG के बंदे Godlike को गेट कीप कर रहे हैं अरे उनका भी गेम खराब करेंगे ये लोग अरे नाइस रे औरोरा को किधर से फोड़ा भाई अरे भाई किधर से किधर मार रहे हैं ये लोग
पता नहीं
भाई ये लोग अलग रोड के उस तरफ वाले बिल्डिंग में है, वो इस तरफ मार रहे उधर से। एडमिनो नेट पे नेट में दो फोड़ा। लोका नेड गुजर नेड। फटे फटे और खत्म।
अबे हगी पूरा नहीं खत्म हो रही बे।
और खत्म होना चाहिए
अरे बढ़िया सौम्य
भाई उधर। नाइस। अबे वाईजी गेम खराब करेगी वे। कैसे बैठे हैं देखो दोनों बहन के लौड़े। नेट डाला।
बढ़िया नेट।
अबे गॉड लाइक पे नेट आया था। बढ़िया नेट गया बढ़िया नेट। फटा।
तेरे को दिख रहा है
तू देख नहीं रहा है क्या अच्छे से? एडमिनो को खत्म किया अबे भाई। देखा बोला ना वाईजे गेम खराब करेगा बोला था ना मैंने।
तो मैं अकेला है भाई। अरे बढ़िया किल
चोरी किया।
अरे
नाइस फोड़ा नाइस सौम्य। क्रेजी
नाइस वन भाई नाइस वन।
The stage 9 circle is going to the middle of the road. There is no cover. There is no hope. All you've got is the barrel to back you up. And all roads lead back to Alpha 7 here in North George. It is their bread and butter.
क्रॉस करने का भी नहीं है उसने अभी।
Solidify their position in the rankings before we head into the last two Miramars. MG3 in the hands of one. Noob underneath. Nade goes long. Revo on the sidelines. Cardio starts to move up. Looks
कब तो आया भाई?
who's making a heroic attempt for the godlikes
फटा नाइस।
फटा क्या बात है?
क्या लेट तेरा क्या लेट रिएक्शन आया बे? अरे चल ठीक है ना। टॉप टू आया ना वो। तो मेरे पे क्यों देख रहा है पागल? ओ फक भाई फाइनली A7 ने भी कमबैक किया भाई फाइनली।
बढ़िया मारा
from them. Absolutely beautiful to see. They may be in with an outside chance.
भाई इन्होंने भी क्या कमबैक किया पर बॉर्डर ने वापस टॉप 5 में आ गए।
तू 3 पे आई शायद। 3 पे आई शायद।
हाँ शायद।
For Arena, that was late in the game from that south side. A diabolical circle for them to try and navigate.
Yeah, for everyone. I mean, so far Group B has been really cruel. From the southern plane paths to the circles we've been given, I don't think really anyone has been given an easy EWC here for any squad.
अरे वो लोग जिधर मिला उधर मारा है भाई।
But for Alpha 7, great game. Really, really good game. Revo was on point this map.
ये 2 किल अपने हुए। किल चोरी हुआ था। चोरी
As soon as he got back upon his feet, he was identifying those angles where the threats would be coming from.
It's exactly what you need to be able to do there. To keep your wits about you in that North George position. They were the turrets on the swivel in their buildings, keeping control of the ground around them. Really, really nice stuff. No one really could contest them there. It was pretty unfortunate. On that north side of the road, it just was not possible to make it across. So for Horror to be able to be the last ones alive in that scenario, that was a good
टॉप पे नहीं हो रहे भाई ये अल्फा वाले।
अरे तो इनको देखना कैसा सामान लेके आए भाई वो पूरा। वो देख।
अरे वो उन अल्फा वाले फैल्कॉन्स वो सब लेके आते हैं।
फैल्कन कल खेलेगा क्या फैल्कन?
नहीं फैल्कन की EWC टीम क्वालिफाई नहीं.
Not to say it's always easy to find every single pick-off you need because you're assaulted on all sides there. You need to be very cerebral in your approach. But yeah, Vara, super consistent. I have no doubt they're going to do.
अबे WBG भी नहीं दिख रही है. WBG किधर है?
क्वालिफाई नहीं हुआ होगा.
Looking forward to it. And there was some really interesting
हाँ,
CGC
कर रहा वो भी
moments in that
क्वालिफाई नहीं
game
हुए.
as well, Blank, with I think a notable example being that S power push out from Godlike. Oh yeah.
अबे यार सबको वापस ऐसा क्रॉसबो चलाते हुए देखना था बढ़िया एकदम.
I think you were calling it at the time. You said you liked it. It did end up going well for them. Yeah.
भाई वो इंग्लिश सेटिंग वाला बताना क्या है.
I think for S power there, it's a really, really good call from
अभी
him
रात को
where
करते
he
हो फिर तब अभी
understands that this is a difficult circle, a
ये लोग
circle
खा रहे
they are unlikely to win on. So in that moment, he's like, boys, I am just going to push out here. I'm going to play the off angle that they'll never expect. And Tiamba absolutely did not. And for that, S power was able to pick himself
भाई वाइटलिटी ने देखा तूने क्या सेट किया भाई उन्होंने.
that engagement and allowed Salme then to get very, very far into the game.
खतरनाक.
Very, very tactical approach from him.
खतरनाक.
He understands,
खतरनाक.
right? This is not a case of
उन लोगों को इसलिए आज कुछ करना नहीं पड़ रहा ना. देखना 35 पॉइंट्स है उनका. जितना काम कर किया उतने भी है वो लोग.
very big self-sacrifice from him.
और बताओ वीरो.
To close down that game, our final angle is done. We're going to head down to the stage with Colaris to catch up with.
और बताओ वीरो क्या हाल चाल.
Thank you. There's a lot of energy in the arena right now, and thank you very much, Alpha 7, for just
अगर मैं
calming down
पीछे
just
से
a
जा रहा हूँ
second.
वापस.
We've got some interviews. We've got Dark in here from EDA to talk about their back-to-back wins so far.
Just
And that's
next week,
actually my
right?
question about it.
Next
Back-to-back
next
wins.
day देखते हैं.
Darkin looking amazing in the clutch versus E-Arena. After what happened yesterday regarding their results, did they think that they were going to be able to perform this well, and was there any changes from day to day?
Arka arkaya 2 tane win aldınız. Bunun için öncelikle tebrik ediyoruz.
कौन सी लैंग्वेज है बे?
bir clutch kazandın. Dünkü sonuçlardan sonra bugün değiştirdiğiniz herhangi bir şey var mıydı?
Hayır, hiçbir şekilde değişiklik yapmadık. Stratejimiz hiçbir şekilde değişmedi. Sadece mikro hataları daha aza indirdik. O kadar. Teşekkürler.
Actually, we didn't change anything.
ये टीम
We always play our own game. We just adapted to our small mistakes that we did.
All right, and I guess finally, are you going to be able to continue this on Get Top 5? It's looking really good for EDA
कहाँ
right
की
now.
टीम है भाई ये?
Regarding that.
Ya şu an İda için çok iyi görünüyor. Top 5 içindesiniz. Bu şekilde devam edecek mi sizce? Top 5 olarak kapatabilecek misiniz?
चला गया क्या तू?
Büyük konuşmak
वो बे.
yanlış olur şimdi. Teşekkürler.
क्यों है
और
तू?
मैं स्नैक्स की स्ट्रीम पे था.
क्यों है तू? मैं वही पूछ रहा हूँ क्यों है तू?
Darkin here for joining us. I do also have
वो कर रहा सेटिंग तब तक. उनका इंटरव्यू चल रहा है तब तक. फिर कुछ तो लगा जुआ.
How are you feeling right now, Revo?
Well, we are feeling good.
नहीं जा रहा क्या? बाहर नहीं जा रहा क्या?
Bad day, but I know it happens. Like we are
जाऊंगा
trying to
थोड़ी
go
देर में.
step by step, brick by brick. So we are
जाना फिर.
like trying to recover ourselves, and we're gonna try to do our best in these last 2 matches.
Crazy circle there over on Georgia Paul, of course.
Crazy circle.
How are you guys feeling about it? Obviously, in an urban ending like that, it gets very difficult. But then the circle centers on the bridge for some of that. Was that causing you guys some concerns internally? What were you thinking?
I think like gave us much confidence, and like God said to us, okay, I will give that save and win that match to like stay alive. So now we're gonna do our best to win the.
क्या किया अबे तू?
All right, thank you very. Actually, no. Do you have anything to say to your fans, Revo?
Amo todo mundo, hein? Tamo junto.
अब हो रहा है.
कुछ नहीं.
That's Alpha 7.
वो बढ़िया खा रहा है. ये देखो.
खाने वाला दिखा हुआ है. Sure.
Already won that first game of basketball, but now we have a second game to play with 7.
अरे बिछड़े हो गए भाई.
Anything you want to say before you start?
I'm gonna vitality him.
I haven't even
Yeah,
played
और
yet.
इसको इधर रखेंगे.
Okay, I'm checking it out. Drop a Federalis right now. Okay, 5 seconds. Get ready. It's coming up.
आ रहा है क्या पर?
Why am I like
इसके
this?
पीछे
I've got animation.
इसको
Come on.
ना इसको अबे स्पाइडरमैन बनाएंगे. रुक.
Oh, you're terrible.
इसको
Oh, he got one. Okay, one.
पहले दिखने तो दे गांडू.
रुकना बे तू.
Oh, no. Okay, Lace. Go on, another one. Oh, they're playing with you. They're playing with your mind.
रेक्स फिर गायब हो गया वो.
Come on, I'm gonna disrupt you. Come on.
यहीं पे गायब हो रहा है वो.
Come on, 2 more. Yeah, I mean, this one's easy. That doesn't count.
YouTube का स्क्रीन चालू कर दिया ना, ये गायब हो रहा है देख, OBS में ही गायब हो गया.
We're gonna set it up, and he's gonna do it, and you guys gonna let us know how many I ended up catching, because I lost count.
Yeah, same.
We'll be right back. Hey, we forgot how many I was able to catch.
अभी आ गया OBS, वो YouTube गायब हो गया.
It's your turn. Yes, we're going
ऐसे नहीं दिखता रे पागल.
Come on. First one, you're gonna catch it, you're gonna miss it. One.
Churi.
Ooh, that was close. That was really close. Those you cannot see. Honestly, I don't.
अरे तूने इसके स्केल की तो गाने मारती है.
Let's go, baby. Oh, that was close. That was close. That was close. That was close. Oh no, you gotta be ready. You gotta watch out with that one.
साले लौड़े. मेरा मेन स्क्रीन को क्या किया तूने?
छोटा कर दिया था.
Sir, I think I have beat you once again.
1v1 in PUBG Mobile. I win that one.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. I can vitality you there too.
I can fourth rise you there.
Ooh.
अबे तेरी मेन स्क्रीन को कुछ नहीं किया मैंने.
चुप लौड़े.
अबे मैच लगा, मैच चालू हो गया रह गया उधर.
नहीं हुआ. Batty. अरे कल वो मैंने आदि को पूछा, आदि भी कल ट्राई कर रहा था, आदि को भी नहीं हुआ.
कल
आदि भी ट्राई
कर रहे हैं.
क्या? वो भी कर रहा था कुछ, तो उसने भी बोला कि नहीं हो रहा उससे.
ना तू एक बार YouTube है ना तेरे, इस पे चला ना, होम की बजाय तेरे YouTube ऐप पे चला ना.
यार YouTube ऐप नहीं है मेरे पे फिलहाल.
With the crazy rotation that they ended up doing Neptura, because they didn't have to do a damn rotation. It's exactly
That's what I was gonna say. What rotation?
I can't wait to go back and see your face, just like, what is he talking about? It just, you gotta let me cook, Max.
Talking about
to let me cook. But yeah, for that squad, this is exactly what they were needing.
Oh, it's so nice. It's a breath of fresh air coming on through for a 7, because now they're like, oh, yes, was it handed to us? A little bit, but
a lot.
Okay, fine. But now they're like, okay, we have a win under our belt. Of eliminations, I think they like 9 or 10 eliminations there. So now they're going, okay, now moving forward into the Miramars, we have a win behind us. We're not struggling so much anymore. We've got those eliminations. We can do it. Let's go in and get another win.
We. There you go, 18 points on the board. Of course, as you said, right, they're going to be dropping there. That is their main drop location. Actually, the reason why they won PMGC last year was because they got a lot of circles around the northern side of George Cole. They know how to play it. They know that place like the back of their hand. But Godlike, 14 points right now. I got a replay later on, but Godlike, I was not expecting them in the northern George Cole in a circle like this to do that well.
Hashtag.
That has never played globally, they're getting these insane circles, man. I kind of feel bad for Godlike, man. The circles just are not making it easy.
I don't feel bad at all, because they're showing up to when they are being challenged, and I think that is just such a great trait to have. And this is before we even came to Group B. I was hoping that Godlike will be able to showcase the skills that they have, not only just in fragging, but their tactical skills. And we're getting a chance to see all of that laced with Godlike, just them being able to rise up whenever they actually need to.
I mean, this is not unusual for them. They read this zone incredibly well and are able to cement themselves into it. We saw it on yesterday when they did like such a wide rotation just to get themselves into it, and with these crazy circles.
कुछ तो करना भाई.
Like that before, like I really have not, and so for them to be able to capitalize, especially with all the
वो अभी जाने वाला है ना, अभी chill है.
just looking
अरे
at
पर अभी
Alpha
तो
7
सेटिंग तो कर,
finally
थोड़ी देर तो
smacking
मजा आएगा देखने में।
S2G. That battle
हाँ ऐसे ही देख लेंगे।
go to the clips on
तू
Instagram
पोत
because
पे
those
देख।
two squads have been talking so much smack to each other. But if we actually look at the top damage dealers and the eliminations, it's actually pretty even out for those top three teams. Alpha 7, 8, Godlike 8 as well, and SG 6.
Yeah, I mean, really looking at it, Alpha 7, Godlike, really well done. I think the highlight team from this game is S2G.
Yep.
Like, they've really put so much on display. Last game, right, that field finish we did see a little bit earlier today versus EDA. And now in this game, the final wrangle here for Group B. What a great northern rotation entering the city. See the city, it's a little bit too busy over there. They go for the cliffside when it's still on the bridge, Niptura, and then just number one. Fishing out teams. HamCG was just farming E-Arena. There was Eda. There was Vitality just getting point after point. Really good execution. And then afterwards, when they clear all the teams out in the water, they actually just use that cliffside as leverage to try and get a little bit of an angle on the teams in the city. It doesn't end up being a win, but for me, S2G was the most impressive team in this game by a pretty long shot.
I know you were looking especially at something that happened during that match between Godlike and Tiamba.
There were some great smokes from Tiamba, by the way. You can see on the right side of your screen, the smoke's really good to make it cross building to building in case there's an off angle. But look at Some, not moving an inch. Tiamba sending it forward like, okay, they all have to be in the other building.
ओए कैमरा ऑन कर दे रहा।
But Some cooking up that grenade, waiting for them to go for the cross. The grenade's good damage onto Eagle, and now they're like, we're kind of stuck. We have to come into the play, and instantly Tiamba fully disorganized. The communication not there, and they get swarmed and destroyed by all of Godlike. What a play! What a trap setup! Godlike coming out swinging here on that last wrangle.
Coming out hot too, wanting to make it to those top 5.
हाँ ठीक है रुक जा।
teams in the finals. If that
क्या ट्राई कर रहा है जल्दी कर, मैं एक ट्राई कर रहा हूँ फिर फटाक से।
Amazing, and I mean an amazing 2 days. Not only does this man have great hair lays, he's also being able to put up that eliminations with 2.1.
Yeah, well, look, I want to say they've been having a fantastic 2 days.
ठीक है मैं क्या बोल रहा सुन।
Admino yesterday.
तेरा कैमरा ही गायब हो गया।
Today, which I like that this team can like sort of swap.
अरे सुना ना।
Especially when they're coming into this.
ठीक है मैं तेरे को है ना गूगल मीट का लिंक भेजता हूँ। उधर से
आ चुप रे।
अरे सुनना सच में ये देख इधर इधर बोल।
I wouldn't be surprised if when he goes back to India,
मैं तेरे को ना लिंक भेजता हूँ उस पे जाके है ना उस पे जा ठीक है और उस पे से कटआउट उठा के इधर लगा डिस्कॉर्ड का मत लगा उसका कटआउट यहाँ ऐड कर वहाँ पर तेरा माइक कैमरा ऑफ रहने दे डिस्कॉर्ड का ही चालू रहने दे तेरा वो भी चालू है ये कट कर दे ये हटा दे
अरे नहीं तू करना
मैंने लिंक भेजा तेरे को चैट में देखना
आया ना बोला ना #2 आए 89
क्या बात कर रहा
बोला था ना #2 आया
अबे पर मैं क्या बोल रहा है तेरे को वो करना जल्दी से
किधर भेजा है
मैंने डिस्कॉर्ड चैट में
the top 5 as well. I mean, they need these
कौन से
Miramars
चैट
now
में
to
भेजा
really
भाई
come in clutch because they are so close.
अरे इसी की चैट में भाई जनरल वाली चैट में लॉक स्क्रीन वाली चैट में जो जिस पे अपन है अभी उसी में चैट का ऑप्शन है देख राइट कॉर्नर में
किधर है भाई
राइट कॉर्नर में देख हाँ उधर वो हाँ वो कॉपी कर की लिंक हाँ ज्वाइन कर तेरा कैमरा माइक ऑफ कर
bottom 3 you got 2 more games 2 Miramars to make it count if it plays out like yesterday only Vitality is going to get points there so yeah be careful
if Vitality gets the points that means that it's going to be even more compact and it might end up coming down
ठीक है ज्वाइन करना भाई
it's going to end up coming down to the final match in Miramar but before we head into the first Miramar here update to Group B at PMWC
आगे बता
26
आगे
अभी वो स्क्रीन कट कर ठीक है अभी ये स्क्रीन कट करके इधर ऐड कर
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Jukes, I can't believe these fans are all here rooting for horror in a big way. I think we found the Aura fans here, right here, locked and loaded, baby. Because right now, they're in the top 5. We're gonna stay in top 5.
अरे रैंडम कट करना गांडू चेक करने का है अपने को हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा है वर्क कर रहा है नहीं कर रहा है
I think they're gonna stay in top 5 here. What do you think? I think so too. What do you think about it, guys? Are they gonna get top 5?
अगर चल गया ना भैया मजा आ जाएगा माँ कसम अब लगा स्ट्रीम
जुगाड़ में जुगाड़
अबे पर वो वही दिख रहा है वापस अच्छा सुन सुन सुन सुन सुन सुन सुन उसको न्यू विंडो में ओपन कर, उसको न्यू विंडो में ओपन कर। ये YouTube को है ना न्यू विंडो में ओपन कर, या फिर ये कैमरा जो है वो न्यू विंडो में ओपन कर। हाँ और अभी रिप्लेस कर दोनों, ऐसे रिवर्स कर दोनों।
मतलब
मैं नहीं
क्या
बे।
बोल क्या
अबे ये वापस वही दिखा रहा है, नीचे देखना तू गधे।
हाँ वही देख रहा हूँ मैं, उसको कैसे फिक्स
कर
करे
उसको
अभी।
कुछ तो जुगाड़ कर उसको अभी।
For Miramar, this is actually disgustingly bad. It's really going to test teams' backup drops, how they want to
आया ना
navigate
ऑप्शन,
out of these zones.
किसका ऑप्शन?
एक मीटिंग का ऑप्शन आया ना। ये क्या है, गूगल मीट दिखा रहा है यहाँ पर, देखना।
In the meantime, yeah, this is definitely tough.
दो ऑप्शन रहेंगे ना, 2-3 ऑप्शन रहेंगे ना, इधर ड्रॉप डाउन कर।
अभी तो है, नहीं ऑप्शन है ब्रो, ये यूट्यूब है, इसके नीचे गूगल क्रोम है
और नीचे
डिस्कॉर्ड।
हाँ ठीक है, अभी जा वापस स्क्रीन पे, यूट्यूब पे।
on this western road. Potential for hot drops there to come on through for two of our pretty importantly placed teams when it comes to those tables. So a contest for the vehicles. We'll have to wait and see if they do go for it.
तेरे थोड़ा नहीं दिख रहा ब्रो।
Very close to one another. Blank. That is nasty out on the west side. Keeping an eye on hot drops.
कैमरा किधर गया मेरा?
दिखाना, फेस दिखाना।
I believe
चालू है भाई मेरा कैमरा।
it's Galacticos. They are getting stuck straight in and already Etch.
उसको वैसे ही रेल लगाना, तू क्यों इतना कट कुट कर रहा है उसको, लगा वैसे ही थोड़ी देर।
Cyclone goes down. Young Galacticos struggling here at 9th place.
अब क्या
भाई फिर भी वर्क नहीं किया भाई वो।
Monet tries to get a cheeky peek
फिर
off
भी
here.
वर्किंग नहीं है भाई।
That's a smile, Romeo.
डिस्कॉर्ड को कंप्लेंट कर भाई सब ट्राई कर ले बोलना हमने।
भाई तेरा दिक्कत है ब्रो, तेरे फोन में दिक्कत है।
मैंने तो फोन से लॉगिन ही नहीं किया, रुक जा फोन से करता हूँ। मैं तो लैपटॉप से फोन से तो किया ही नहीं मैंने। वेट किधर है डिस्कॉर्ड?
There is something in there. Looking at this very early on, the both teams dropping out over that.
देख अभी मैं जो कर रहा हूँ ना, अगर इससे हुआ ना तो ऐसे ही देखेंगे, ठीक है?
This is the right decision to try and get away from this. The danger is that they know that Alpha 7 are going to
बस
have
हो
some
जाए।
weapons on side. So the step out. Are you going to be able to connect it? No, no fear.
आया क्या देख?
Backup angle from Horror.
हेलो
Section of the crowd, Kalaris and Duke
Hello.
spurring them on.
आया ना?
And now they want a little bit more. They are circling back around. They
वो
want
आया
to
रे,
seal the deal to
मेरा
finish the
कैमरा नहीं आ
job.
रहा।
It started, and they will be able to do it. Revo now on the corner at death's door, and it will be flung.
ऐसे ही देखेंगे भाई, अब तो ऐसे ही देखेंगे।
तुम्हें मेरे को नहीं दिख रहा है कुछ भी भाई।
पता नहीं, मेरे को भी नहीं दिख रहा, बस देखेंगे ऐसे, ऐसे ही देखेंगे।
मेरे हेडफोन कहाँ चले गए?
I'm pretty sure Revo was like, probably shouldn't peek. They'll have another angle.
भाई किधर गया रे?
But again, it got the better of them. They should not have peeked that as a two-man. They didn't have the angles. There's full.
The stream has ended बोले।
If another player's already
क्यों भाई?
early, which
कौन सी स्ट्रीम एंड हुई भाई?
expect these teams will
तेरी वाली।
for these plays at
हाँ अभी आया साउंड आया।
PUBG Mobile here. Yeah, it's
अबे स्ट्रीम नहीं दिख रही है पर।
भाई सीधे स्ट्रीम क्यों नहीं दिखती वे?
I was actually about to be really kind and say, wow, really love the patience.
डिस्कॉर्ड पे बोल रहा हूँ मैं, डिस्कॉर्ड पे ज्वाइन हूँ ना तेरे साथ, तो मेरे को उधर नहीं दिख रही तेरी स्ट्रीम।
मैं भी डिस्कॉर्ड पे ही हूँ, मैं वही डिस्कॉर्ड पे ट्राई कर रहा था स्ट्रीम देखने के लिए, दिखी नहीं रही। ये क्या है भाई?
But the good news is that they're going to win the game, right?
क्या है भाई?
Right?
क्या?
Maybe not.
मेरा तो छोड़, मैं तो दिख ही नहीं रहा है।
On the western road, but the circle is out on that west side as well, so a potential for them to get fairly deep into the match and maybe look to more solidify their position in towards this middle pack, which, yeah, I feel like it's already kind of been done with the 55 points that they've earned.
Wow.
The bubble currently sitting at around 30. It would need a 25-point gain from our bubble to surpass them, which would be pretty.
भाई कुछ तो किया मैंने, अभी अपन दिख रहे तो दिख रहे वरना नहीं दिख रहे, मेरे को नहीं पता।
They would like to be a little bit better, a little bit higher.
नहीं दिख रहे अपन भाई, मैं उड़ा रहा भाई, स्ट्रीम बंद कर रहा हूँ, बोर हो रहा हूँ।
हाँ बंद कर दे, इधर ही देखते हैं अपन दोनों।
हाँ भाई बात तो गिरी हो इधर तो डिस्कॉर्ड पे दिख ही नहीं रहा ब्रो इधर भी क्या ही
दिख रही है
दिखेंगे
बंद क्यों
किधर
कर दिया तूने
किधर दिख रही है
अरे मत देखा था फिर यूट्यूब पे ही लगाना गांडू हाँ बस फुल स्क्रीन कर दे उसको
अबे वैसे तो मैं अपना थोबड़ा डाल दूंगा ना रे एक लिए का थोबड़ा तो दिखेगा तेरे को क्या रियल टाइम दिख रहा है
हाँ
क्या बात कर रहे हैं अरे रे रे रे रे क्या क्रॉस फायर सेटअप था भाई
क्रैप ये बड़ा क्या बोलते हैं उसको
वीडियो क्वालिटी 1080 है तेरा इंटरनेट
और
थोड़ा
उसका
खराब
साउंड बड़ा थोड़ा सा उसका
तेरे को
साउंड
नहीं
बड़ा
आवाज
थोड़ा सा
तेरे को आवाज नहीं आ रहा
आ रहा है कम आ रहा है
अरे मेरे को फिर तेरा आवाज नहीं आ रहा था
in the penultimate Miramar. Going down on 55
ये आवाज
points,
ज्यादा हो जाता है
they're very, very likely to be going to the survival stage here. Yeah, this matters way more for Edge, honestly. Getting 4 elims there is great news. They also didn't lose a singular player. Everyone knows that you really don't want to be losing players too early here on Miramar. It does make a lot of your rotations much harder.
जिस दिन
Some a lot harder.
गॉड ऑफ वॉर खेलेगा उस दिन बता मैं
Get quite large.
करता हूँ मैं
over on Miramar, but we are heading
कुछ तो
back
करता हूँ
towards those
गॉड ऑफ वॉर
fields.
खेलेगा तब पता
Some
ना
of those
मैं
more
करता
open
हूँ
areas of the map. We have a lot
अबे
of
मैंने
dead
खत्म
ground
कर
over
दिया
towards that western side. We're
क्या बात
pulling in
कर
over
रहा है
towards the mountaintops.
हाँ
क्यों
Vitality
हो गया
with
खत्म
a
तो क्यों
little bit
बोले
of a road ahead of them, but
ये
they
आवाज
spent some time to take down the truck.
क्यों खत्म गया ब्रो
They will be profiting from the loot inside. A really nice pickup for them. Obviously, the addition of those, a massive early game speed up on your looting phase. You do want to be getting on the road nice and quickly. Godlike, they're a little bit closer to the circle, the west point of Los Leones right now. Going for the ghost roll down the hill as he turns the engine on and finally hits the gas. Sends them forwards, careening towards the northern area, just north of Chumacera.
कहाँ पे देख रहा है तू
Into this next circle.
स्ट्रीम पे देख रहा है ना
Center of it around Montenuevo.
नहीं
It's starting to
नहीं
get quite packed in now.
डिस्कॉर्ड पे
Yeah, the crossroads are going to be a pretty big
तेरे को
feature.
डिस्कॉर्ड पे दिख रहा है
Future. I mean, E-Arena's already trying to set up early over towards that high ground, but Emre has set up there early on. Might have to dip and head towards the rest of the team at some point, though, because E-Arena might just flow through. The time being, though, it's not a
अरे
massively
प्रॉब्लम ये है ना
priority
मैं अगर तेरी
position,
स्ट्रीम पे
so
देखूंगा ना
Emre
तो
might
मेरे को
just
लेट
get the
दिखेगा
chance to sit
लेट
up here,
दिखेगा
deploy a wild play, Lighthouse, and
ये
scout out
डिस्कॉर्ड
these
पे देख
teams coming through
लेकिन
on a 4-3-60.
मेरे को लग रहा था तेरे को डिस्कॉर्ड पे दिखा नहीं क्योंकि
Chumacera
मैं
is probably the
स्ट्रीम
most
कर रहा हूँ
awkward
ना
area of the map right now, and a lot of teams are
तो
coming
इसीलिए
through from
शायद
there because we had that
एक
similar
टाइम पे
playing path at the
डिस्कॉर्ड
start
पे शायद
of
एक
this
टाइम
match
पे
on
एक ही चीज
Miramar. So you have those
और हो
foothills
सकती
you're
है
having
एक
to
तो कैमरा नहीं
navigate
तो
through into
स्क्रीन
Montenuevo. So we have 1, 2, 3
कैमरा बंद हो गया
around
तेरा
Cruz de Valle. That's not
हाँ
showing
मेरा
Edge as
कैमरा
well as
बंद हो
TT Project. And as we
क्योंकि
head
मैं इधर आया
further
ना
towards Montenuevo on the
OBS पे
south
मैंने
side,
कैमरा डाल दिया मैं
we've
खुद
got GS.
अब तू नहीं दिख
We
रहा तो मैं
have
खुद को तो
Hustler
दिखाऊं
Crew, we've got Godlike, we've got half of Wolves, we've got Dopeness too. So this is a very, very packed area of the map for a lot of teams. And even Vitality's coming through from Los Leones now to cover
अरे
that
बोर हुआ
area.
भाई लेके
Ooh, Etch lost a player there. We were talking about how important it was that they were able to get the 4 elims to try and jump up out of the bottom 3. But they tried to move someone scouting that northwest edge, and TT Project were able to clip that and send one to the point bank. And they are in direct contest for those spots as well. It's not where you want to be seeing your points going. If you have to go down, you'd prefer it not to be a team
इधर है Godlike
in contest for one of those qualification spots to the survival stage. Next circle displaying itself with a hard south shift. That area that you were talking about being so jam-packed now sits right in the middle of the whole circle. Yeah, around Ladriera as well. So pretty awkward. There's a bit of high ground over towards the east and the western side.
जिन टीम्स को चांसेस है वो टीम आसपास ही है वे
So going for some of those compounds that sit underneath the ridge side.
नीचे से वाइटलिटी आ रही है लेफ्ट साइड से एनएस आ रही है
might be forced into them just as stop-off points. Pretty much just hostiles for them to work off the backup before they make their hike towards the center of the circle. But a hard one, definitely.
Red
We
Force.
still have those foothills down towards the south side too. Vitality is just making their way over towards them now. Godlike playing around some of the compounds in Minas Tirith.
ये उल्टी हो गई
Oh,
तेरा आवाज नहीं आ रहा ब्रो तू कुछ बोल रहा है क्या
calling for support there.
क्या खा रहा है वे कब
Someone
से
help me. Someone turn me back over, and there he goes, Hamzy, with the assistance, and Kamikaze able to get back on the road again for another journey forwards into an area close to the center of the circle.
अच्छा
moving
location
from the
लिया
east
भाई.
side. Godlike were able to get one of the high ground areas around Tumhare, but Vitality are now looking to try and share that from across the way. So top two teams, in fact, right now, Blank, could potentially come into conflict over this area. Yeah, we say top two teams. I mean, Godlike's looked fantastic over the last 2 days. They really, really have. But right now, Vitality is just incomparable to any squad. 142 points. I think they are closing in on the century in terms of elims over 2 days, by the way, just to make that very clear, which is wild, very, very wild. Wolves going against Ida. Emre did pull off from that high ground on that north side. Arenas flowing through some very, very open ground, but still not a position that a lot of players want to be in. Heading over towards gas stations right now. That roadside, get a little further in towards the high ground, quite like Godlike's position down towards Tumhare. They're trying to center up on some of these lovely bits that they can get. Some great sightlines looking down towards teams, but is it likely to end up in Tumhare proper? I don't know at this stage of the game. It's very, very hard to tell. Vitality trying to move on through, and they're taking the fight to Speed, who lobs a nade down in, but doesn't really connect on much. Razak is going to be forced away from the stair push by a Molotov to slow things down, allow Etch to marshal their response, to get into position to respond to this Vitality aggression. Trying to peek out the window, Speed has the confidence of his teammate up the hill to cover off this angle, allowing him to play on the windowsill. Tries to find the lineup down the alley, down the hallway there, but it's not going to connect, and instead it's turned around on him, and now Etch have to get off that high ground too. It's just disgustingly fast. I mean, Federales is so quick on the uptake. The reaction speeds on this guy is insane. I mean, shown even yesterday with the inhuman flicks we were watching. Kind of popularized.
अभी इन्होंने मैप फीड बंद कर दिया क्या?
So, again, very, very cool stuff coming through from Federales, but overall, these guys are changing the game. They are changing the game. It is hard that you cannot be playing sloppy versus, where they will punish every single mistake that you do make. Like again, slow roll. Love to see it. These guys are cheeky. They are very, very cheeky. That's why we're getting a lot of information in through this. Get some scouting done. Feathering the clutch. Trying to look as stylish as possible. Spend the minimum amount of effort to get the maximum reward. There's plenty of rewards available in game right now. Blank.
भाई हमने और एक चीज ट्राई नहीं किया.
You can check that out in the game. Make sure that you're jumping in whilst it's still all available during the event, and draw for the Naruto character set. For the Fury AUG. It's looking pretty. It's got a lot of firepower. Yeah, the Ninetales Fury looks awesome. Really does. So is the Sage skin for Naruto. Oh yeah, want to pick that one up. Uh-oh. Vitality do
WhatsApp try करना चाहिए.
Federales underneath. Might need to start dropping some more smokes, but they're up against Godlike now.
अबे fuck.
Really
नहीं.
Let up too much. Difficult player to go up against, but instantaneous response coming
अरे क्या nice.
was
लौड़े जरूरत ही नहीं था.
Now Vitality. Salme will find Federales there. Axel on a bare slimmer HP. Razy just trusting in him. What a
जरूरत ही नहीं था भाई.
party for the off angle for Godlike, and they are ending their first of 2 Miramars here on 90 points. It is not ideal, but they are still in second place for the time being. And the fact that the points go to Vitality, you're kind of okay with that, right? You just don't want them to go to anyone else. Vitality is just this bottomless pit of points that you can throw things away into and forget about them. They have, I believe, as you've just pointed out to me, crossed the century on elims alone. 101, taking the rest of the lobby to school. Man, 101 eliminations over 2 days, and those 2 days are not yet finished. A 50 elim per day average is just crazy. It is unheard of. Elementrix moves in. Neos will take him out, though. TT Project certainly suffering towards the center. We're going to have next circle coming in soon. Monte Nuevo currently held by Ida right now.
It does head back down towards
क्या
southeast side.
फालतू
Pretty
फाइट
barren
लिया बे.
landscape there. A lot of rocky outcrops, couple of death
अभी
races
इन
to
लोगों
play
को भी
around
मारो
with.
बे और
Chiamba
ये को भी मारो बे.
down in 14th. It's not a massive jump up they need, but so
जय
far
वापस
Chiamba has been a little
सिक्स
bit
पे आएंगे वो
lackluster
लोग.
on the gunfights.
ये भी ठीक है भाई.
Pretty
ईडा
good
ईडा को
position in
अभी
this circle, so hopefully they can get value for it. TT Project though in this fight looking to try and trade.
लास्ट मैच में मार देंगे.
They're out of danger.
लास्ट मैच में मार
They are so
देंगे.
close to it. They are on the precipice. So a win on the fight with Wolves would be great news to try and give them a little bit of runway in this circle. Around the corner now, drops a nade out.
Nice,
Lots of damage pouring on out from the end of that SK-12.
क्या
And it is
खतरनाक
just too
खेलते हैं
much
बे
for
ये.
them. Maybe the nerves are getting to them, and he's charging down the stairs, looking for the last player. A final nail to slam it into the lid of the coffin for TT Project. Give an opening for the team behind them, but he's up the stairs, and Neos lives on. Neos does a great job.
Anti, bro,
The
anti.
baton really did come out swinging. Not quite finish it off there. Got the sound cue and kind of spooked
मारो
him
मारो
off
मारो.
the
NS को मारो.
impulse.
Aurora को मारो.
On the nades, Angshin Red Force moves up over towards Aura. South side of Monte Nuevo. Good shots though. Very, very good shots. Coming out from both teams.
क्या मारा bro?
XZY down. As
तूने
is
देखा?
Sky. But Hyunbin taking a fair bit of damage from off angle. He's forced to drop a smoke here. No fear, moving forwards already with that first knock. Hitting the deck, going for the crouch, rolling forwards, but does finally get shut down on his approach. It was so close to going pear-shaped there, but he
किधर
kept
से
his nerve.
cover दे रहा भाई ये.
Horror with the one player alive, Nongshin Red Force. Looking to keep themselves under control. Tizzy wants the reses, but Sleepy's out in the blue zone. A fair distance
क्या बोल
away
रहा
from
भाई,
this
सुनाई
fight.
नहीं दे
No
रहा.
chance to get these confirms, to get these flushes, and most likely to get
भाई
his
वो
teammates
Sleepy
back.
किधर
Not
से
to
cover
mention,
दे रहा है
Nongshin
देख
Red
भाई.
Force know exactly where this guy is. Yeah, they're good to go. I mean, Sleepy's not making his way in anytime soon, so easy on the side of Nongshin Red Force. Should be able to pick him back up again, but it's a case of moving across this road. And in the meanwhile, Alpha 7 creeping up behind them. This is an aggressive play coming through from them. Carrillo leading that charge on side. So easy, will finish off, no fear. Where do both these teams go? Alpha 7 on the low ground. Tizzy with the Mini 14. That's dangerous.
Can't ignore it. Or do so at your peril. Ida with a nice central position to try and protect the area, but not only that, their 5th place bubble position in the direct qualification spots. They can leverage a lot of influence over
क्या
this
बोलते
part
हैं
of
रे
the
डायरेक्ट
zone
क्वालीफाई
on
होगी
the
कि नहीं
western
होगी.
side. And Tiamba, as we highlighted earlier, on that east edge, looking to do the same and get out of 14th place and into the
मार मार
survival
Vitality
stages. One
Aurora
of the
को
only
मारो.
PEL teams, well, the only
खत्म
PEL team
Aurora
with a
खत्म.
chance to
अबे
try and
एक
go there.
पॉइंट ऊपर चली गई लेकिन.
Excited to see it happen, but
भाई
very, very tough right now. They still have a little ways to go.
भाई ये को मारो भाई.
Shots raining round. The drums start again.
NS को मारो. NS को मारो. Red Force को मारो.
Circle heads over towards the northeast side. S2G once again. I mean, these boys, they're good at Miramar, and they're also good at qualifying last minute on Miramar too. They currently hold both sides. There's a bit of a greedy split they've got going
भाई
on.
Red Force को मारना मांगता
They
है
also
रे.
have a
वो
lot
लोग
of vision.
6th place
They've
पे
got a
है.
lot of range in this area. Yes, it is greedy, but until they start seeing teams trying to push over towards these points, understanding that the north side
Vitality
is
का
most
split
likely
देख
the
भाई.
clearest area of the map, depending on the playing path, they should be okay. Remember, they
भाई
swung in
क्या
from
खेल रहे हो?
hard. It was a long journey for them.
अकेले खेल रहे भाई. Split
Very
देख
good
इनका.
indeed. That's the clue. Finding one from 721 GS. On that south edge in the meantime, Vitality are behind them in the queue. They did lose Federalis earlier, obviously. 5 eliminations already. Fine. You'll take that. That's pretty chill. And around that south edge, they'll try and roll through. Hustler crew right now, hopefully one of the softest targets for them to try and take on the fight with. But Alpha 7, far from done. Spots him trying to get away from the vehicle. It was going up in flames. Carrillo secures another
ओए
point for
फॉलोअर
Alpha
के
7.
बोल देगा
To get them one step closer to safety. Hyunbin tries to go for the hop around the edge, but it's going to be shut down. This is the influence that I wanted to see Ida executing on this western side.
Ida's had a fairly safe game as well, so they should have decent utility, decent supplies on board. Raisy's got something on. That's scary. And Vitality, they're looking to push straight over towards Hostile Crew's position. Kamikaze will find Tizzy too. Again, good stuff from S2G, maintaining control of the map on that northern side.
Red Force को मारा अच्छा
as well, but Raisy's still kicking, still making those shots happen. Following the vehicle down, the sideline shots as well. He knows he has to finish up quick. There is that off-angle potential, as you said there. Blank needs to hit
Top 5 में रहेंगे बे
going to start to roll on in.
अगर S2
but he doesn't manage it. And it goes boom. Vitality are out, eliminated with 6 elims. So still a really good game for them. And they are totally chill. They are totally fine. In the meantime, though, Hustler Crew fighting for their life. Vinny on a separate fight as Vitality rock up into the other side of his team. Drops a nade out the window. Looks for the flush, looks for the knock, but it's not going to come through. Nasser, the last stand for Etch on the bubble. Opens the door. Doesn't step through it, though, and Vinny tries again. Has still got out.
Nice,
and will be able to shut it down. Etch now down on the bubble.
Goodness me, Edge. Like
नीचे से खत्म करो भाई सबको. S2G को एक मारो भाई.
Have a lot more influence here. I think they just don't want to lose this compound. They like how they're playing off the back of it.
S2G मर गई तो godlike top 5 में रहेगी.
Deal with these teams as they
It
come
will
in
depend on the last
match.
match.
Make their way up from that south side. Vinny could not help with Vitality. He was having his own small battle on the other side of the map.
Dealing with his own demons. And now Vinny has the whole of Tiamba. Look at his way. As well as darkness out the western side. He's into the vehicle, trying to make his way through, and it's not going to go well. Milu picks that one up. Tiamba able to eliminate another team, but they have to leave their compound now. They can't commit to staying there any longer. The zone goes to the center.
I'm very curious to see how S2G plays this time, because they have 2 spots they can work with. They got the gas station on the northern side of the road. That's likely to come out a little bit sooner.
भाई इन लोगों का positioning देखना. Crossfire setup पे ही खेल रहे हैं. मारो भाई S2G को मारो भाई.
They might wrap back down.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is good from Tiamba.
भाई भाग रहे हैं S2G.
It's what I was thinking they needed to try to do to progress. And the fact that S2G didn't have a full hold on it, they read that nicely, and they do regroup, as you said.
क्या सही खेले भाई.
I was trying to consider which one you wanted to go on towards, because playing across the road is hard. So they do get.
क्या सही खेले भाई S2G.
This is really nice from S2G actually. Kamikaze just has to live here. I think he has a fairly safe spot to do it. And I think that's a shack towards the center of the circle, so they can play off the back of this ridge side, but they need to support their anchor here in Kamikaze. That's where most of the gunfire needs to be going towards. They know that Tiamba's on their east, so they can keep an eye on that the entire time. But for Tiamba, this is an all-important game. Same goes for S2G though, trying to get towards the finals.
Does manage to get across somehow. The volley of fire not quite enough from Ida to take them down. The smokes are dropping as well. They can get on the road. Dropping in. Not going to go to the hill. Not commit time to it. Alpha 7 in the meantime, you do still need to step forward too. Getting suppressed by Ida. Oh, and again. Don't somehow manage to slither around the sidelines that Ida are laying down.
Yeah, but they're slivering straight back into the blue here. This is not ideal. Southern edge now, GS in front of them, vehicles burning. Will shred them as they try and come down the hill, and they're fully silhouetted again against the hillside. S2G might have angles. The arena playing very safe over towards the northwest. They know that they're realistically just looking for more placements. Breeze out will rock up though alongside with Carrillo. Has the MG3. This is a big moment now for Alpha 7. That's a 2.
मारो A7 ये को मारो भाई.
Could connect, could do devastating damage to Alpha 7. It's descent from the hilltops as well. Tiamba are chiming in on the off angle. Nobody has escaped with the bloodshed here. 721 GS will go down onto just one player. Malik survives it. In the meantime, Alpha 7 were able to get a slice of that warehouse on the northwestern side. Both of them staying alive, and E-Arena will be drawn down to 2 players alive as well. With the placement points guaranteed for Tiamba, they will be out of the danger zone at the end of this game as well.
Great stuff for Tiamba, honestly. They're being really cautious about it though, right? They're trying not to get too aggressive onto these engagements, try and siphon points where they can. Sadly, it's not been a lot of points at all that they've been able to siphon off. Tiamba only with 2 eliminations on this game, despite being involved in quite a lot of engagement so far. E-Arena had a tough time. By the time Alpha 7 moved up, they needed to start laying down smokes on Joker as well as Schweppes' side to enable them to cross to help Turn EK deal with Alpha 7. That initial nade had to be strong. Now, for S2G, that anchor looks mighty good towards the center here. Kamikaze, he's kept things silent, and S2G.
अबे A7 और ये का फाइट हुआ था ना रे, क्या हुआ?
It's their chance to jump up in towards the top 5. The annoying thing for them is, though, Blank, E-Arena and Ida are both still alive. Ida with all 4, E-Arena on 2. They're hoping that Alpha 7 are going to win this fight on this northwestern side. Maybe not so directly, but I think it would be in their best interest if it did happen that way. Alpha 7 with their back to the zone, guarding out E-Arena as they launch a nade forwards to slow them down.
Good initial nade.
A7 fight जीतना भाई.
On his own, sends it out on the little bit of damage. He's going to commit to the second one. Joker doesn't take any damage from that whatsoever. Guizhou gets backed off. Molotovs go through, stopping Carrillo from peeking too far out here, or in fact retreating back. So now in a 1v1, good shots from Joker. Guizhou, all of the hits. Down. Sadly in 6th place, but still. A good attempt from Alpha 7 on the 2-man they had. Did a lot of work against E-Arena, made it hard, but in the end it wasn't quite enough. Tiamba now moving forward from the southeast side.
S2G अगर chicken निकाली ना तो godlike 6 आएगी.
Starting to bloom, a lot of invested utility here. The chokehold from S2G is potent, and the spray down connects with Needle on the back line. Lost, looking to layer it down too. The nade doesn't quite go the distance from QZ, and it does not connect. So Tiamba playing on his 3, still looking to push over the top of that bubble position on the bottom of the tables.
Ida switch over towards the arena as they try to make their way in here. For Ida,
ये भी मर गई बे, ये
to should things start to go a little wrong here for S2G. I do like the S2G getting kamikaze basically.
मारो मारो ईडा को मारो, ईडा को मारो.
कितना
टफ फोर नहीं बे, ईडा ऊपर चली जाएगी.
ईडा को मारने से क्या ही फायदा है गांडी में, चली जाएगी ऊपर.
चली जाएगी वो. अरे नहीं, ईडा मर जाती तो ईडा 5th पोजीशन पे रहती, लेकिन अभी टॉप 4 में है वो. नहीं रही.
It's just a question of how well they can deal with Ida in the near future, and can they manage Tiamba on this eastern side without having to invest too much into it.
Really difficult spot. It all depends on the last match, bro.
I think the healing is already coming through though, so we'll be okay for the time being. Hasn't come through yet. Maybe the nades continue to push forwards. Emre trying to make a break. You can see the smoke dropped out. 721 GS still a factor here on the north side for Tiamba. It is just about in nade range, and they're taking damage. There it goes over the front bonnet, just keeping them safe. But there's a follow-up. There is still more pouring on down. That looks good. It's on target. They dash away, duck back in. They are back and forth, and S2G have taken casualties. Emre with a big nade over towards S2G on the center point. In the shack, they lose 2.
Again, this is all about managing things, right? Why I thought it would be a big problem in the near future. For Tiamba, an opportunity opens up here. S2G, they scatter to the wind. They look to try to bolster position alongside what Hamza
वो गया भाई उसको revive देने.
Solke being very careful. Looks to drop the smokes. He's had long grenades to head on over. Not quite reaching. Rita extremely low, but in his last moments will send a nade in. But the junkyard of vehicles making a nice safe position to play. Emre is down. Rita's going to try and send some Molotovs over the top. Make it uncomfortable. Make it hot over there for S2G.
Tiamba are wasting so much time here, Blank. Sure, they find lost on that off angle, and that is a great pickup for them, but it's taken them so long. They could have moved forwards, tried to dynamically take that position, sideswipe, and third party S2G on this shack. They can do so now as it has unfolded for them, but I feel like they could have done it a little bit earlier. I want more dynamism from them, but they are still doing well here.
I mean, Tiamba, they've still got to deal with GS, right? Almost might have been a death sentence for them.
कंपल्सरी चिकन नहीं चाहिए था रे उनको
Still Nate
पॉइंट्स
sending
तो
out
निकाल
over
दिए
towards
उन्होंने
Rita right now. He might be able to hit the God Nade through the window, potentially. He will send it. Lands on top. But yeah, GS is a big problem. I don't think Tiamba had a lot of nades though. They didn't even have a lot of ammo either. They've been playing this game quiet. But the amount of side steps they've done on these nades has been quite miraculous. We've seen some acrobatics coming through from Tiamba so far. Rita moves up. Nade should do the trick though.
Takes him down. Another team scratched off the card. S2G with a chance to jump up into top 5 off of this game as well. Blank with a chicken dinner. QZ spotted and 721 GS making themselves such a nuisance on the flank. Eagle finally able to do one, find the other as well. Potential for the res, but there's not a lot of time. The zone is already closing. I don't think you can commit to this one. It may just be
अरे लेफ्ट में देखना
how do you navigate this? Eagle sending in.
Moving towards the tree side here. S2G getting ready for the double peek off the back of it. Nade over the top now, coming through from A-King. He moves up.
बहुत नेड रे ब्रो
Nade रे bro. Hamzy G last left alive. This nade has to be immaculate coming through from S2G.
12 पॉइंट्स निकाल दिए ब्रो इधर
Gets pushed out wide, and there's the pick. Hamzy now in a 1 versus 1 for S2G to jump up to the top 5. A direct qualification.
एमो खत्म हो गया भाई नहीं एमो है
to solidify themselves into the survival stage. It is a high stakes 1v1 Blank.
Eagle playing off a tiny, a little bit of a ridge side here. Gets a little bit of open ground. He's going for the res, baiting Eagle in. Hamzy G has a tiny angle to work with. He's looking for the flush, looking for the finish. Eagle moves up to the plate with a DPS. The blue pushes Hamzy G now, John. He has to leave. He has to step out wide.
Nice.
S2G fall at the final hurdle, and Tiamba take them to the cleaners. Tiamba able to lead win right in the last moments here of Group B. Fantastic stuff for them. A tough win, barely anything to work with. I think you were on the money though. There were some moments where Tiamba was a little bit slow, but you can understand their hesitation. Throughout the entirety of these 2 days, they have been on the back foot, but it must feel very, very good right now to finally get a win underneath their belt. For S2G though, we expected this, right? We called it early on. S2G is a team that does well on these type of maps, but missing out on those points from the eliminations and the chicken dinner, that might hurt them from getting into top 5 because it's very flexible between the top 7 at the moment. Yeah, it was very, very close towards the top side of the tables. There were teams that had gone down earlier that ended up on 90 points. I think at some point S2G were 11 points behind a little bit earlier on. They are going to be right in and amongst it, Blank. It is going to be a crucial final map moving forward. Tiamba, I think with that match though, have accelerated themselves far enough away from that bubble to not be worried. This final mirror mark.
Yeah, will require some miracles to change things
तुझे
up.
ऐसी गाणं
But
म्हटलं
Tiamba,
काय
that is a
सांगा
much
तुम्ही
needed
कसं
win.
शिवाय येतंय
The
तू कोण बोलतोय
very best.
कोणी असो तुम्हाला काय करायचं वाटतं
Again, I think there's probably people around the
कुठे राहतो
world that
इकडे
are very
म्हणलं
pleased with that result.
कुठे
Fans
म्हटलं
of Tiamba,
ए,
super
कोणतं ते
relieved maybe, more than
RL च्या जवळ
happy.
कोणतं ग्राउंड
But yeah,
समोर
for S2G, missing out on the chicken
RL
dinner there
हॉस्पिटल
is
काहीतरी बोलला
tough.
त्याच्या
It's
पुढे
definitely
समोर
tough. I think that was a good
नाही
opportunity.
ते
But they
कोणतं
played that game
म्हणे
well.
तिथे
I
म्हणे
think they played that game very, very
आलं
well.
म्हणे
There was a
म्हटलं
lot
कोण
to
बोलतंय
manage there. Ida is a tough team to
कोण
go
शेवल
up
बोलतंय
against.
म्हटलं
We know that this squad
काढतो
is a
म्हटलं
never say
परत
never
लावलं
type
मी
of deal. So
काही
yeah, I think for Ida, this
पोलीस
is a tough
म्हटलं लावलं
team for
सांगतो घरी मी
S2G
शिवाय
to come
देते
across in those final moments.
हा वाईट
Absolutely. I mean, there is a lot
काय
of
झालं
power to be
त्याच्यात
scared of in this
काही
lobby.
थांबवत
Godlike, one of those teams in that
पोरगी सोबत होता
bubble
का?
fight right
नाही,
now.
काय
They
नाही,
are
ती
towards
वेगळ्या
the lower
काहीतरी
end of it on that 90-point tiebreaker. And I think that tiebreakers are important to mention as well, Blank, because S2G didn't get that chicken dinner. That could be a
तो वो
crucial
stream का
factor
आवाज
for
बड़ा।
them if they end up drawing
क्या?
with a
नहीं
team
दे
that
रहा
has
मेरे को।
more wins under their belt than they do. They don't win it on that tiebreaker. That
क्या बोल
first
रहे हैं?
tiebreaker being the chicken dinner count could really be important for them.
Well, they've got one more mirror, so again, they could maybe get it done there. I think for S2G, they've proven that they are a good team on the desert. They got their desert boots on most of the time as well. So we'll see what S2G can get done. I think a lot of people will be quite happy to see S2G in the top side, but it's so nice to see it really, really open up. Flexibility in the top 7, so cool, even coming into the final match today. But we'll be back very shortly for the big conclusion here of Group B.
सबके पास चांस है भाई.
अरे आवाज बड़ा है मेरे को नहीं दे रहा है.
अरे मेरा आवाज सुनाई नहीं दे रहा क्योंकि उसका आवाज बड़ा है. अभी आ रहा होगा देख तेरे को मेरा आवाज.
फुल कर उसको, फुल कर
भाई. फुल करेगा तो मेरे को तेरा आवाज ही नहीं आएगा पागल.
हाफ तो भी कर उसको, हाफ कर उसको.
अरे तेरा आवाज नहीं आएगा ब्रो.
बात करेगा क्या उससे?
अभी मेरा भी आवाज नहीं आएगा तेरे को लौड़े.
तुम्हाला अक्कल का म्हणे त्याच्याशी का करून दिलं म्हटलं कोण आहे म्हटलं व्हिडिओ कॉल कर आणि माझी एक्स होती.
What a performance. Tiamba coming out on top in the last game. It's going to be helping them stay out of those bottom 3. But for everybody currently watching at home, don't forget that the fan experience is now open from August 11th through the 16th. You can join it. There's some giveaways, there's some challenges, and you can check out also the awesome collabs that we've been seeing around Naruto, Spider-Man, like the brain rot. Still a brain rot? Might need to try that one out myself.
I do be stealing some brain rots.
I stole some earlier when I poked you guys on the head with a big chicken leg.
Chung chung chung saho, am I right? I'm sorry.
But S2G was able to get a second place finish there. And honestly, this is going to put them in great contention up to because this squad is wanting to be in the top 5.
They are, and they're really pushing for it. It's really, really nice to see that. Even coming into that Miramar, right, we were looking at a really big split across the north and the west eastern side of zone. Big split, 1-2-1. You had Kamikaze coming in, starting to spread out on P5, go into the middle of zone. The reason why they didn't end up winning the game, the reason why it didn't work, because it should have worked. The reason it didn't is that terrain is just really, really flat and really, really open on a slight downhill trajectory where they were. So actually Tiamba and Ida both had an overwatch on them, so they were just unable to regroup. Lost was isolated completely, and so they kind of ended up just going out 1 by 1, which is a big shame because that split, I liked that split.
Yeah, I mean, I think the terrain could be taken into account, but I think it's more of an issue. A lot of teams are kind of like pushing around them at the same time, and then the shed they had because you think you're safe. No, a team has an angle on the back of you, they're going to shoot you down. And I think it was quite impressive that Kamikaze was in the center and the only player in the zone for a good old 2 minutes or something, so very impressive. I had no idea how that worked out. But by the way, for a second there, Eagle was your game MVP. Good on Tiamba to get a win, which they needed, but I'm gonna say here, Hodrix, it's still not an impressive win that I was hoping for, but it would be enough to escape the bottom 3.
I don't care, dude. I mean, a win's a win. Thank goodness. Oh, I was sweating bullets. I was getting a lot of flashbacks of Alpha 7 not making it to the finals. I was like, there's no way Tiamba doesn't. Yeah, 17 points, that's going to be good enough, right? For sure, to at least put them in the survival stage. And at the last second, I mean, we only got 1 game left to go, and this last game is always so chaotic because so many teams are desperate, right? So for Tiamba to get it done in the second to last game, clutch.
I mean, really, as you said, teams are getting very desperate. ETSH got a lot of eliminations early games.
Yeah.
On the side of TT Project, they're all farming it. And I was like, Tiamba, it's your time to really step up and get something done, which they did. Again, I think gameplay-wise is not the most impressive, but a win is a win, Hodrix. I cannot argue with that logic. But here you can look at the terrain. SGG was struggling, losing a lot of their forces in the process, down to just HamCG. And he almost got it, right? That jump shot trying to escape from the blue zone, but unfortunately, Eagle went caca and got it done. I was waiting for that.
There we go.
But going back to Tiamba, I mean, yeah, a win's a win. The points, it's something that they definitely needed to stay off those bottom 3. And I can't wait to see what those bottom 3 are going to be looking like. If for some reason you have been missing out when we talked about the format, let me give you a quick little format reminder as we are going to be heading into the final game of Group B for PMWC at EWC 26. Top 5 will go directly to the finals. Bottom 3, Krish, Keith, Crush. And in between, everybody gets a chance to go to survival, which it's not going to be tomorrow. It's going to be the day after that. So make sure you guys put that on your calendar. And for some of those squads, what are we expecting to see, Hot Jukes, out of this squads? You're saying we're pretty much expecting no pressure on them because they have to go take it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the last game, right? One game left to put yourself in the finals. You really have to do so because there are some serious squads going to that survival stage. I mean, yeah, Tianba, rough day or rough 2 days, right? But we know what they can do. Come survival stage, they could look like an entire new monster. So S2G, it's so good to see them right there. I think there's a lot of weight on their shoulders, but you got to be able to get the clutch done. That's what it's all about. You got to adapt.
Yeah, for S2G, we need to see them possibly end up coming out with a win. I would love to take a look at the overall just to see how close everything is, because today we have seen everything between these teams. I mean, it's been crazy how much the leaderboard has been changing. This bunch of points has been going all over the place, and there you go. Now we actually get a chance to see the overall, and you can tell from 7th place all the way to 2nd place, it's just 10 points that separate the squads.
Oh my goodness, 1 point difference between Godlike Esports and just below them S2G that's been having the comeback of the years so far, without a single chicken dinner, pulling kind of a 4th rise at this point. But they got so many strong finishes, right? Rondo, 2nd place, going into a wrangle. They got a 2nd place, they got a podium. And right here in this game, they get himself another 2nd place. But I do agree. I feel like we need to see a win if they want to comfortably make it in, because do keep in mind, they got no chicken dinners. If it ends in a tie, Godlike or Horror Esports would end up overtaking S2G's spot.
No, it's true. And we have seen multiple ties like this all day long. I think we had one between Arena and Horror. We had it between now Godlike and Horror as well. There's been so many ties in the top 5. You absolutely need to get that win under your belt. And S2G, luckily for them, they are a Miramar squad typically. So this last game being a Miramar is exactly what they need.
And here on the bottom 3, you can tell TT Project, ETSH only being separated by just 1 point. Dopeness, Hustler Crew. I mean, Hustler Crew, I'm sorry that I'm going to be saying this, but we just haven't seen a single damn thing about you today. I think they ended up maybe getting a total of 14 points, if I'm not mistaken, after this 4 matches. So I don't expect them to do much. But for Dopeness, for ETSH Esports, they are within that striking distance to TT Project, Hot Jukes. Just 1 point can push them outside of just going home and staying a little bit longer here at PMWC at EWC 26.
And that little bit longer is so critical, right? Because you're going to have a whole fresh start to just make it into that top 6. But right now, this is the time, guys. You've got to be able to lock it down. The one thing I really worry about when it comes to these kind of situations is a lot of teams get into their own head. They're thinking, man, I just got to get 1 point. Maybe we just play super passive, do something different here. And that's not what got them here in the first place. So you have to just wipe off that anxiety, stay calm, stay collected, play the game you know that you could do, and make the best plays possible and make it to that next stage.
And if any team's going to do it, honestly, you know, talking about that mentality, talking about that pressure, it's going to be Nongshim. They've fallen out of the top 5. But I will tell you what, they are the one team in all of this lobby that I really feel will not crack under pressure. Hello.
While you guys were talking, I had that graphic up. I was able to find none other than Killer Joe from Go Gaming, a team that was able to get 8th place in Group A. Killer Joe, you're currently getting a chance to watch all the teams here at Group B. You're going to be going to survival. What has surprised you besides Vitality?
Vitality, give him a trophy now.
No, not yet. You still have a fighting chance. Come on. Last year at PMWC, we actually got a chance to see the winning team come out of survival. It could end up happening again here. What are you guys going to be looking to change, if anything, going into survival? Because it is going to be top 6. Moving on.
We will change maybe more practice, more changing like positions of the game. Obviously, we have big problems in the first group because we just not focus, but trying to fight to get consistent. See you guys in the finals.
You got a chance to play Group A. You're getting a chance to see here Group B. There's been a lot of questions between everybody saying which one is the group of death. Okay, I want you to look at that camera and tell me which one is the group of death. Group A and Group B, and why?
Only Group A, because Vitality is crash everyone. It's like above by one head of different team. I don't know, maybe it's I don't know how to explain this, like this game. maybe they play by fun.
they're just playing on a completely different level. That's what's currently going on with Vitality. Even when they're slowing down here in the second day, they're still out fragging everybody else. Thank you, Killer Joe from GOAT Team. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to be doing in survival. Hopefully there's going to be a lot of changes. Top 6, I think it's doable. But let's see what Barney and Luti are currently up to.
So, this is the thing, right? For those of you at home who are watching this incredible event, you may not be feeling the atmosphere here at PMWC, but we do have quite a bit of crowd presence. And before we go into our final match of Group B, let's test it out, shall we? Alpha 7, Fasan Barulho!
Like he, they prepare here, bro. All right, he's for one more game. It's now for Nippon. It is now.
We saved the best till last. Good luck. Let me hear you roar. Absolutely electric here to close out this group, to close the group stages. Group B now with their last opportunity to put points on the board and to make history, to jump forwards into the finals or to get through to the survival stage.
I think the most incredible thing is just the fans that we have here with us during both Group A and Group B. Dude, we're not even in the finals yet, and there's such representation for multiple teams across the board. However, there are some teams that we do need to focus in on. We've got Wolves, Dopeners, TT Project. We've got a lot of squads that are on the cusp of getting through and into the survival stage right now, or losing it all and going home right here in Group B. TT Project filled with some fantastic players, some fantastic veterans as well of the game. We still have a little bit further to go now.
If they close it down now, they would be in, but it's just so... I got that right? TT Project, they're in, I believe. I'll have to double check on the tables when they pop up. But yeah, it's very, very close around that bubble. A lot of teams could change things around. For Etch, it feels like they have been sort of in and out, but not really showing us anything. And I think it's the same for TT Project, right? It's been these sort of always a team that's like, well, they could do quite well, but they're just not. They're just not quite there yet. So they got one more chance to get there and give themselves that opportunity in the survival stage.
And to do that, we have one last man coming right at you very, very shortly. All our players getting ready to go now to jump into game. 5 seconds away from the conclusion of Group B here in map number 6, John.
Oh, we're right at the end of the road now. There is no other opportunity to make your mark here in the group stages. Over Miramar for the last time, and maybe for once, Black, we're on for a kinder plain path than we've seen before. It looks like it's going fairly close from the southwest side. Oh, okay, yeah, so actually a lot kinder than the most we have seen from the Middle West over towards Campo Militar. And sending across the north side a little bit on this one, but very accessible to the majority of this map.
Yeah, it's actually quite a nice playing path here, because you're going to be able to get over towards other vehicles on the eastern coast here, wrap back down towards Impala Puerto Paraiso if you need to go that way. El Pozo's open immediately, as is Monte Nuevo, Power Grip, Picado, San Martin. There's lots of things you can do with this one. So I think a lot of teams are going to have a bit of an easier time going forward. We still haven't changed our top players. They're all in Team Vitality. That's never going to change at all. Neither is the damage numbers. Okay. It might go up, but yeah, it's the players are not changing. Vitality has just had an absolute field day here in Group B, and we do have to congratulate them again. This has been a wonderful performance. We are going back to the past once again. BTR, when they were just so strong, but we're bringing the modern era of Indonesia. It's good to see, and that Indo pride is back in full force. We are heading over towards El Azahar right now. S2G get themselves a central position. Last time they fought out from El Azahar to get a better spot down towards the circle in Chumacera. We're able to get a second place off the back of this one. This time around, they don't have to move half as far at all. So let's see what S2G can do. Can they get back up into that top 5? Because right now, Godlike are beating them by 1 point. And they are also right next door to them as well. In that central location in the map, Godlike west of El Azahar right now, looking to try and keep themselves in the top 5. They are our bubble team right now, tied with Horror, but losing that tiebreaker as it stands. On placement points alone, I believe, is the tiebreaker between these two rosters, both with a chicken dinner under their belt. And Horror have to move from the Cobraria. It's a fairly accessible rotate, but still pretty fraught with danger, especially given that there's actually 2 teams up on the northeast side near Torre Hamada, near Campo Militar. So maybe they're going to need to try and find a lucky spin over towards the circle. Just like you guys can find a lucky spin in game right now. Make sure you're heading into the game to draw for an exclusive set for the PMWC. Make sure you're looking fresh and ready for battle, as many of our players are today and for the rest of this tournament. Back on board with TT Project Split near Chumasera. They are again in the hot seat when it comes to elimination. It's a very, very fun final map. Here we have 1.6 between 6th and 5th, and 1.6 between 13th and 14th. One of those is a little bit more consequential than the others, because one means you go to the finals or survival stage. One means you go to survival stage or you go home. And I think right now, if I was TT Project, I'd be looking to try and get some more consistent points on the board. It's a difficult thing to try and figure out at the end of the day, of whether to try and play aggressive, try and get a lot of points early, and risk going out and opening up that door for the teams underneath you. But I think the best you can do is just try and play with consistency going into these final games. Very, very difficult to do. And honestly, with some of the strong teams that are going to be in your path over towards that northeast side for TT Project, I think playing a slow game is maybe the better decision. A couple of points can be make or break, but there is always that flip side of like, well, what if Dopeness just pull out a 20 Elim chicken dinner out of nowhere, right? Maybe we should have done a little bit more to try and stop them, but I don't think you can trade on that. When you have so many teams in the mix, I think you're definitely right. That's a nice little pickup for Godlike, though. Not so nice for Hustler Crew, but like the Death said, we really haven't seen anything from them during these group stages. But it's brilliant news for Godlike to just get a little bit further ahead of Horror and break that tie, put themselves up in 4th now. Yeah, I'm putting Horror in the hot seat versus S2G. Like I say, Horror moving across from La Cobraria, they can get pretty early rotate over. They may have to contend with Vitality in the near future, though. But for Godlike, actually, I don't mind what they're going for. If they swung back in towards Impala and tried to finish off Hustler Crew, I mean, it's cheeky, but it does work. And it would be a way to guarantee some elimination points. I mean, like you say, Hustler Crew, since those finals, the first 2 days of finals of Western Europe, we just have not really seen anything else from this team. I mean, I'm just slightly perplexed as to why Godlike did leave right in the middle of the circle and go to Los Leones, given where the circle did pop. Because if you remember, they dropped next to S2G. So it is a big flex out. It's looting time, I guess, down in Los Leones. So going to earn a point for it. You said you didn't mind if they were going to flex back to Impala. I feel like they could have committed to Impala potentially, but no. And now Los Leones looting up on the northern side.
Los Leones
we forgot that they've already cleared out one player from Hustler Crew. They know the team they're going up against as well, so honestly they could just swing back over towards the eastern coast, know that they might run back into Hustler Crew at some point in the future, feel fairly confident about winning that fight versus them, which is an extra 3 points in their bag, but also more space on the map. Tiamba getting very, very close to Dopeness here. This could be the end for one. Tiamba on top right now. Matika underneath. Speaker on his way. Spot one. QZ with the shots, but not quite connecting there. That high ground is available. He's got the Mini 14 as well. Tiamba with the chicken dinner they were able to find in the match just previous are now a lot safer ahead of that bubble. Currently 13 points ahead of 13th place.
And for multiple teams to be able to jump that gap, it's going to take something quite big to make that one happen. So for Tiamba, I think they certainly are going to want to play this one slow.
Terrible spot to play with right now. Eagle, oh, it's just too easy. Couple of shots could ring out. The M249 tears through Matika. For Tiamba, any extra points is nice, but already 2 of our teams at risk of going home right now have lost 1 player. We always say how hard Miramar gets when you lose players in those first 10 minutes of the game. A lot of times you can't take the same angles you wanted before. For Dopeness, they're sat out in the open. Even though going against Godlike, a piece, really. Nobody is close enough to really go for this fight. Both teams are going to have to send in. And TT Project are pushing in from the southwest side, past Los Leones. An immediate response coming through, and Godlike will be first on the scene. That you can get the res here, and it looks like a no commitment from Ida. They're going to give up on that one. They know what is at stake, and another point for Godlike sees them 1 step closer. And taking a player away from Ida is a great result for them. It's a target team. They can push past very easily. You know what I do like? I like that we had the camera on S-Power. My guy is smiling. He's having a good time in these games. I mean, for Godlike, they have a great opportunity right now to sit themselves up towards that top 5, go straight towards the finals. I mean, it is quite an awesome turnaround, seeing OG as well as Godlike up there representing. I took 1 year to do as well. It's mind-boggling, honestly, but fair play, fantastic stuff. It has just been clutch after clutch, play after play. I can't respect it enough. Anyway, we are moving down towards the south side. Ida, like you say, they just gave up on it in preference of a better spot inside the circle as a 3-man, which is tough. Wolves, they're not out of the woods just yet. They're on 41 points. But with both Dopeness and Hustler Crew going down to 3 players, Wolves are a little bit more set than we might expect.
Etch, the most flexible team in terms of trying to get through. Unfortunately for Etch, they have all 4 of their players up on the north side behind Vitality, who, as we know, are really good at this video game and will make it very, very hard for them to push past on the northern edge. Past El Azahar as well, which is a difficult area to navigate around. They might have to send through the town if they don't want to go straight past Vitality on that northern side. So a difficult approach for Etch to try and survive in this tournament blank, to get out of that zone where you get your key crushed at the end of the day. 7-2-1 trying to play center. And S2G quite keep them at bay with more than a knock. Not just yet. They haven't managed to get rid of them.
S2G. Suit and boot here. They've got a lot of supplies to work with, already opening up over towards GS now. Some good damage in. Malik will go down the back lines. Lost adds a point to the tally here.
7-2-1.
GS is crumbling.
Not really providing too much resistance here. Kamikaze stepping forwards and S2G now drawing level. And remember, they lose that tiebreaker due to lack of power instead. They'll get another point to add to the tally, and they are now in the top 5 for the time being. Horror needing to try and catch up in the meantime. S2G want to add even more of a buffer. They have the potential here to jump up all the way to second with a clean fight.
More util sent out. Solke spots the jump out, takes a little bit of damage, but there's 2 players now to contend against, but the smoke is making it difficult. Solke opts to pull the pin. Molotov over the top. Just cook this one. Go for the air burst around the side. It's good. Great damage. Can't quite get his shoulder around the corner though.
Third party descends on the fight. Dopeness out of nowhere to backstop this, and they want to get really stuck in. They want to try and extract value from these fights. They've already got an elimination on side, and they are on 3 players. It's a bit of a do or die play, but I feel like if you're going to make one, now is the time to do it. Right in the middle, right in the truck stop. Try and survive as long as you can. And 3 players across the way makes S2G a little bit more timorous here. I think rightly so.
For S2G though, the points are coming to them. These are teams that are not playing up to scratch right now. For GS, they fell fairly quickly up against S2G, who have been showing a very different style of gunpowder than they have in the past. Like I said before, it feels like finally S2G have found their footing now. Looked decent at points yesterday. Were able to swing back into the driving seat. Goes down to the smoke, quick loop. Get some more of that utility online.
जो रेड फोर्स का रोटेशन देखना
either, John. Absolutely not.
Can't
afford to. The circle did center up on truck stop as well, so if S2G can clear things out here in the next minute or two, it could get better for them, or it could get much worse, because EDA have now stepped two behind. They've scouted it out, they know there's a team here now, and they're looking to move the rest of them in to play. And S2G just can't catch a break, trying to clear this one out, clear the last player from 721 GS. And they will make it harder and harder. Meanwhile, the hills to the west are going to start to get occupied. Tiamba moving in to try and get some oversight on it. Try and make an impact.
This is a bit more of a spread than we're used to from Tiamba as well. They're looking for more and more value on the map. They must feel a lot more comfortable coming into this game with 48 points. Will be hard to overlap that. Definitely doable, but will take quite a few things to line up, if I'm quite honest. But once again, it's S2G here looking for Miramar miracles.
Right in the middle of the map, Alpha 7 and Horror towards El Azahar. At the moment, Horror just have such brutal oversight onto Alpha 7's position. You've got Noots up on the high ground out on the northwest side of El Azahar, and he's kind of the only operative with a chance to shut down an angle for Horror, because right now the rest of them trying to run through the town, trying to get anything done. Meanwhile, over on the east side, TT Project going to try and crash in towards Vitality, and they have opened an opportunity there, taking down one of the players. And remember, 13th place is not comfortable. TT want to jump up higher. They could push the Wolves into that hot seat too. There is so much at stake here.
I mean, for TT Project, to qualify by taking down the #1 squad would be quite an amusing feat. We'll see if they can pull it off. Right now, Vitality do go down to 3 here. They have been playing all cylinders firing this entire time. At some point, they do have to start feeling that lactic acid. But again, it has just been marvelous. But TT Project, that initial pickoff does give them a little bit more space to work with on that northeast side. They can even pick up some of the high ground, start to swing their way through on that ridge. But it does open up to sightlines from Alpha 7, who do now need to move.
Oh, there's so many teams who have been circling this circle for quite a while. Nongshim Red Force have been playing out all the way from the northwest side. They've been in the blue zone for ages, and they're just crashing into a fight potentially with Yangon Galacticos. Godlike as well, disengaged from the Wolves, and they've moved in behind Hustler Crew, who you said they know are diminished in power. And they could try and punch a hole through. With Vinny already down, there is a weakness. There's blood in the water for Godlike to try and strike.
And Godlike move up, it's almost poetic how it's all happening as we expected it to. Perfect plans laid in motion by Godlike, now being executed on them. The blueprint being followed to a T.
Beautiful stuff, but they still have to keep going a little bit more pacey. Yangon Galacticos reinforcing the south side against this godlike push. Sure, Hustler Crew kind of not able to do too much here, but in this compound, Yangon Galacticos have a much stronger foothold. In the meantime, Nongshim Red Force looking to try and change the tune towards TT Project up on that northern side, a little bit closer to that fight. Tiamba looking to take on Arena, who as well are in danger. All of our linchpin teams on the tables blank are going hell for leather into the fight.
It's power finding another over towards Hustler Crew, leaving them with just one player left alive. Jameson will have to try and make this one work, but he is stuck between most of the players from Godlike, and they are not going to give him an inch. The Arena over towards Tiamba, very, very important fight for them. The Arena also, despite what was an insane start to their day on day one, they have dropped down to 4th, and Hustler Crew will be the first team to leave us from Group B.
No longer will they be here
in Paris. They have been rebuffed. The rest of the lobby did not
और
allow
बता
them
ब्रो कैसे हो?
access. Godlike.
बाजी के साथ फाइट
The
मत
ones
लो
to
भाई.
deal the final
बाजी के
blow
साथ
to them,
फाइट
and they
मत लो
want to
भाई.
try and earn those points even further, get higher and away from that bubble position. In Group A, we saw the bubble
Left
being
में
88
पड़ी
points,
हुई है
but
बे
now
घड़ी.
it is going to go even further beyond. Etch making a mad dash in, and this could be another team joining. Hustler crew on the northeast side. They crash, and they crash into Aura. Ida taking a chunk out of them, and it is just one player left now for Edge to try and cross the boundary.
For Edge, I don't know what the move was. I don't know what the play was either. We've been out in the blue
पीछे
for
से
the
वुल्फ आ
longest
रही है.
time, still trying to find a way in. They played this game a little bit too slow, in my
Thank
opinion.
you, brother. Thank
Leaving
you.
them only with speed
Thank you for
remaining.
the brand channel.
The TT project, they honestly do not need to do a lot here to stay
आप कौन
ahead.
से team को
It will
support कर रहे हो?
require one hell of a game here for speed to get through in towards survival stage, leaving Dopeness as the last chance.
Wolves taking a lot of damage, trying to roll around the hills, but keeping themselves nice and safe. Tiamba a little bit more at risk, and I think that this may just be a flush if Elementrix can find the right spot to spray down. E-Arena as well, looking to try and get the points earned and
India,
confirmed
let's
onto
go,
their
India.
tally, to make sure that they're further away, because it is just so volatile. A single place going down, a single player getting lost diminishes your point scoring ability to the point where it could be tournament making.
भाई entry open है भाई इनके लिए.
From Schweppes, and he's added it to the tally, but that's stolen
Easy
away
entry, easy
maybe
entry.
from the Wolves.
Wolves would love any more points they can get here, keep them in the running. Now S2G, they moved away from Truck Stop. This is a really fantastic spot on the map to play, honestly, for S2G. Gives them a lot of control. They look down towards some of the low ground on that eastern side, and can give the points on the back of it, which they're already looking for now. Getting knocked over towards Vitality. Wolves continue to pump those points there, move further and further away from the bottom three.
They keep increasing that buffer, but E-Arena not so lucky. They're taking damage. They tried to jump into the fight, but it's not going well. They try to move forwards, and they're playing as two. TT Project taking damage as well. Vitality eliminated. Tiamba are out of the running as well, but they may have done enough. Elementrix moving forwards. E-Arena going down here is a massive change in the tables.
भाई मारो मारो मारो ये अरीना को मारो.
All with a bigger opportunity to take one of those top 5 spots. A Joker stands tall. The belt buckle on the floor.
They need to hold on here. Joker moves
भाई ये
up.
खतरनाक है भाई
moving off the
जोकर.
back of the position, but more and more players coming through. This is going to be an incredible
Low,
watch if
low,
he can make it work. But Joker does go down.
A trade, a Norman turning away.
अकेला
The
बचा है.
vehicle going up in smoke. E-Arena in
एक shot,
danger.
एक shot,
E-Arena
एक shot.
right down to the wire. They do manage to pick up a point or two, but on 95 they are far from safe. A sliver of HP, and he swaps the vehicles out. Where can he go though? Where can he call home?
The teams underneath him, they all have better positions inside the circle. E-Arena forced to stop off at a shack here down towards the south side. Only real option
भाई
they
ये
have.
अरीना
I'm
मरती
more
ना तो
laughing
मजा आ
at the
जाता.
fact that TT Project
दो
thought that their
slot
only
बचते
way to
ऊपर.
stay in towards survival stage was to
नहीं
defeat
नहीं इनके साथ
Vitality
फाइट
of
मत
all
लो भाई.
teams. I mean, if it works, I guess.
A little pincer maneuver with Nongshim Red Force, who are one of the chasing teams as well, in 7th place, moving in. The South Korean roster looking
अरे
to
YG
try
का
and
किस YG
turn
को
on
थर्ड पार्टी
those
किया.
afterburners. They do have a chance to make it work here. Well, they have TT Project to try and guard out. So many crucial battles happening, spanning the entirety of this leaderboard, Blank. It is so important for about 50% of the lobby as to what happens in the next 3 minutes.
ये अकेला जिंदा रह के
Keeping it
चलेगा.
chill down towards the south side. Difficult push for them though. Yangon Galacticos
But
watching over there every move. So
TT
how
मरनी
they want to
चाहिए
play
ना
this one
लेकिन
out. Still rich sides to work
उसको
with.
अगर अभी TT
Denying
मर गए
those
तो उसको
sight
सिर्फ
lines,
4
looking
पॉइंट
over
चाहिए.
towards that northern edge. Goodness me, you have the eyes of many teams looking your way.
आज का दिन तो टाइम पास खेले वो डायरेक्ट.
Alpha 7, I think, have done more than enough.
ओए वाइटलिटी का पॉइंट्स देखना. वाइटलिटी का पॉइंट्स देखना.
Get the top 5, but I think they can be very, very pleased with their current position on the leaderboards. Circle centers open again. S2G, they just take the right maneuver at the right time. They knew they had the most control over truck stop when it happened. Made an executive decision to move over towards this area. Again, this is a winning spot.
S2G को पूरा जोन मिला है भाई.
The decision to leave truck stop itself really is going to play well for them. That northeast side can get rebuffed. That's the arena. That's the arena down blank. The last player spotted. Ida the ones to deal the final blow there, picking up a point for themselves and taking E arena down. Now 95 points is a clear target for these teams behind them, and there is a tiebreaker between them and Godlike.
नहीं मतलब इसके बारे में वाइडेटी के बारे में बात कर रहे हो ना.
And for S2G and Noxian Red Bulls with a chance to blow
that
one away as well here with a chunk of points and a big game for the South Koreans. It is just
आज तो वो लोग कुछ नया ट्राई कर भाई. आज लिटरली वो लोग एक के स्प्लिट में खेल रहे थे. इंडिविजुअल गेम प्ले में खेल रहे थे वो लोग.
The exit here, TT Project look to make the quick maneuvers. They move out in the convoy. They're taking a ton of damage as they move on in over towards S2G, holding the line.
And Nongshim Red Force chiming in as well.
YG के साथ fight हुआ.
Towards Zerich, leaving two of TT Project alive on their bubble position. Dopeness wanting to stay alive in truck stop and try and surpass it. More damage is pouring on through. Alpha 7 looking to close the trap, and in comes the backup. There's Nongshim Red Force trying to wrap around behind, and the nades are brutal. TT Project on their last legs. In fact, the last to stand. Now on a sliver of HP, the nades go long. He's just about able to dodge it. And with an S12K,
S2G का दो बंदे बचे. मारो बे.
Hoping Alpha 7 and Nongshim Red Force fight against one another first. Edge will have to move in across the road. The singular player still left alive here.
क्या flank angles बनाते हैं भाई ये लोग.
Also having to leave soon too. Nongshim Red Force taking a little bit of damage, but it's S2G who bear the brunt of the pain. This is on a double split though, so there's two reses going off at the same time for S2G. They are so lucky that so many teams on the northern side are all fighting against one another. Gives them a brief opportunity of respite.
And it means that the sightlines for S2G were distracted, not in operation, and that's going to allow a little bit more maneuverability. Those reses have come through, and S2G are back into the fight. Alpha 7 crashing in, trying to take down Nongshim Red Force. There goes Effect. TT Project losing out on the more point scoring opportunities here.
उसको सिर्फ 4 पॉइंट्स निकालने हैं ब्रो.
For maybe even edge. So easy.
1 को 4 पॉइंट्स निकालने हैं जी.
Carrillo spots him underneath the vehicle. Looks for the spray to confirm.
S power YG को मार रहे.
The nade over the top finds what they're looking for.
Alpha 7 looking to
हाँ S power YG को मार रहे.
Goes absolutely mental.
भाई chaos भाई.
Alpha 7 in the Hyun bin, taking out the trash here at the end of the day. Nongshim Red Force.
भाई Aurora मर रही है.
He is still up, still kicking. Alpha 7 still have life. But finally will
नहीं मैं Red Force को points मत दो भाई. Aurora ऊपर आई बे. Aurora ऊपर आई.
Flex out to get involved. They're going to get stuck in, pushing the arena down, and Honor are the first team to confirm themselves with vitality because nobody else can pass them.
Goodness me, what an insane fight that was there. Carrillo really hanging
भाई
on
YG को मार.
the end versus Hyunbin.
YG खत्म.
Making this cross a massive opportunity versus S2G. They left Kamikaze as the anchor once again towards the center. Godlike watching from a distance. Patience.
Patience, bro.
Patience. Strike Hamzy goes for face the sky, rains down hell, and Hamzy hits the deck.
एक बचे शायद.
Could be brutal for S2Gs.
नहीं दो बचे.
On a top 5 spot here, Honor looking to ruin the day. They're in right now, but Ida are across the way. They're a lot safer, and they have got more players alive and ready to take this fight.
Horror, they lose sleep.
Hey,
okay. They're awake now, right now, in this game. Looking to put some more points on the card.
अरे Aurora और YG का fight होना चाहिए.
They picked the right opportunity, now looking for more. Godlike under pressure from the walls as they send over towards their position. They're playing this one slow, cautiously. Marnet though will find Sky. Jiggle up on high though, drops the nade. Could be big, but they scatter.
Alright, doing bits against Young Galacticos, but in the meantime, the wolves are burning away. On Godlike on the south side flank, they are going low, they are going down. Honor with the danger on the roll.
S power भी
goes the first, and no fear now. Last to stand for Honor. A chance to make it through, but Godlike are down to 1 on the south edge. The Wolves are going to fall, though. And Godlike get the points they need. Over the line. Admino, man. Into the top 5.
Admino, man.
Clutch up versus the Wolves.
Clutch mara, bhai.
98 on an 8 elim game.
Woo!
S2G hanging on by a thread here.
No matter what, it's a Turkish team going in. The question is who? If you go down now, S2G, placements are going to flip this around. It's going to change things, and all for the worst. Not to mention, TT Project just dropped down.
Topnish making
Qualify,
played slow from truck stop. They rolled in, they parked up. They will be going through to the survival stage.
#2 qualify. W, bro, W.
With the opportunity to do one of the funniest things
W,
I think we
W
can see.
W,
A chance to maybe push Dopeness aside, but the placements are kicking in. Already 2 guaranteed, meaning you need at least 3 points, if not more, to try and close that gap on the overalls. And down go S2G. They are out, and the placements are there. They are 3 points behind, and speed could be there. Godlike get attempted elimination as well, and put themselves into the triple digits. They're going for that 4th drive 107.
They hit the century. Centurions inside the lobby. These guys have been marching towards success between the beginning of the game. Speed moving up. Ida potentially backstabbed here by a player at the bottom of the rankings, preventing their approach into the top 5.
They've done enough though. E-Arena is already going to go down, and there goes Edge. Our bottom 3 are locked on in. Boss, E-Arena out of the top 5. Sure, you can break records, but you can't go the distance. You don't make it to the top 5.
Let's see how this game does
Godlike
end
qualify,
up.
bro.
We have our top
Grand
5
final,
going
bro.
through to the
Both
finals.
the Indian teams grand
Vitality,
final.
who have been a wealth
W,
of love spring here over towards Group B. Godlike with 100 points, hitting the triple digits, the only other team to do it. Horror underneath. S2G and Ida, 2 Turkish teams getting through to the finals in one group. It has been an incredible 2 days, John.
It has been so close to
कल जो मारे थे
right down to the
रॉन्डो में जो चिकन मारे थे 36 वो लोग सर्वाइवल में जा रहे हैं
through by the skin of their teeth to join the survival stages over the top. A lazy float over will be enough to shut down Mane. Will join that survival stage as well. Now Ida looking to rattle some skulls around the edge as they roll over the top here. Godlike looking to put the hurt down as they ascend.
Speaker low gets the first aid off low. Kenji potentially rezzed up here off in the distance. Ida trying to play around this little bit of terrain. Salmi has a nade, looks to throw it. Goes long, but not long enough.
Got another one. Wants to go a little bit further, maybe, if he's got that read right. The cook looks pretty good, and it tags Lufa. Takes him very, very low. The smokes of Bloom to keep in safe on their angles. There's a nade in response. Lufa able to do what Salme couldn't, and managed to clock that one. Amino was clutch before, but will he be clutch again here? A 1 versus 3 would be necessary, but down go Godlike. They have done enough though, Blank. They have made their way to those grand finals, and Ida looking to join them. Dopeness, are they going to find it right at the end? A 1-2 punch against Ida. Speak out around the tree with the shotgun goes down, and Rita and Emre look to try and bring it to bear. They find what they're looking for. 3 chicken dinners today, and they make their way to join the top 5.
Taking half the map so far. Ida with a hell of a run here in Group B right at the end. But Vitality was insane. Godlike will join them in the 100 points club. But really, Ida has had a hell of a run.
What a resurgence from Turkey, eh? S2G and Ida both putting pedal to metal when it mattered, and their metal was tested. and they proved themselves worthy of one of those direct spots to the grand finals.
Kabir bhai,
Some of
maza aa
the
gaya,
best
Kabir bhai.
teams in the world. We've got to make a couple more spots available though, and that is for our survival stage teams, Blank.
The survival stage will be coming up very shortly. I know they are going to be some amazing matches because we still have some insanely strong teams going through to survival stage. It has been super down to the wire. This was so volatile towards the top. But goodness me, OG
खतरनाक हो रहा है भाई.
finals. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff.
Bro, तू बहुत कुछ
What
मिस
a
किया.
from India
OG
on the
नहीं,
global
OG
stage.
पहले
They have
qualify हो
done
गई.
so
Godlike
much
आज
improvement.
Godlike
They
थी.
have found their
Godlike
feet
भी qualify
and
हो
they are
गई.
making waves.
Finals.
Nobody can
Grand
deny
finals
their
के लिए
power
सीधा.
now. When it
Both
comes
the
to
Indian
PUBG
teams are into
Mobile,
grand finals.
They have impressed. They have brought their
भाई
best.
crazy scene
And it
हुआ
is
भाई.
more than
मेरे को
enough
लगा
for
था
us.
भाई आज कुछ तो होगा
More than enough
खतरनाक.
for plenty of our players too. Nobody seems to be able to handle it.
Dominate करके
Honestly, I thought we were
dominate
kind of locked
करके
in
गया
towards the
भाई.
bottom of the leaderboards as well, but there was a lot of changes going on there towards
ऐवे
the end.
ऐवे खेल के नहीं गया भाई.
Dockers very
मार के
much
गई भाई.
having
मार
the
के qualify
last
हुआ.
little bit of gas in the tank to get them through. A TT project, it is a devastating result though.
Not making it. What can you do? What can you do for such prominent players with such storied history? It is difficult to bring it on through. Etch as well, having a real tough time of it. Speed trying to make the most of that final opportunity, but it just couldn't happen. That mad dash from the northeast ruining their chances. And they got to join Hustler crew, who, to be fair, look pretty devastated themselves.
Yeah, not really able to get anything done during these matches, sadly. But again, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. We are just waiting to get on board with Barney shortly, but this is what everyone's excited to see. A Vitality to come out and crush some keys.
Crush.
See the names inscribed there. They will be taking a tumble into the crusher fairly soon. We're making sure that that one is done. I feel like, you know, the big storyline over the course of all of this has been, of course, Vitality. And we are going to tune in with them down on the stage. Barney, over to you.
After an absolutely wild final map, watching E-Arena just slowly knock on down, that was absolutely insane. We obviously have our champions of the last 2 days of the group stage. Here in Group B, it is, of course, Team Vitality. Guys, what an impressive 2 days. Federales, let's have a chat, okay? Now, I wanted to ask, with yesterday being so impressive, such a great day for you guys, was today an opportunity to just try some new things and try out some new strats? Like, what was today like for you guys?
Yeah, that's definitely what we do right now today. We try new rotation, we try new gameplay, the way we try to fight more. Yeah, that's it.
That was it. Now, waiting for you guys in the finals next week, we obviously have some pretty heavy hitters, the likes of Four Thrives, Orangutan, Aurora Gaming. What are your thoughts going into next week? Who do you think is going to give you the toughest time?
I think that question is for Axel Zargel. So,
okay.
Untuk tim yang ada di final tentunya kan ada Orangutan, ada juga Four Tribes dan juga tim-tim yang lain sudah lolos dari grup A dan juga grup B. Menurut kamu tim paling susah untuk dilawan di final kira-kira siapa sih? Apakah ada?
Ngomong Indo nih.
Ya.
Sekarang kita masih belum kebayang sih kayak lobby yang ada di final nanti. Cuma pasti bakal lebih keras daripada grup stage ini karena tim-tim yang masukkan tim-tim yang terbaik kan.
For now, I have no idea because the final stage is not set yet. There's still like another teams that are gonna join them, but it's definitely gonna be harder for us to win because it's definitely gonna be the best of the best. Yeah.
We'll be the best of the best in that lobby. Federales, good dodging for that question. That was good. Right, okay, gentlemen, it's time to do the fun bit, the bit that everyone loves. Let's walk to the crusher. And we've got a little bit of a ways to walk, so while we walk, let's have a quick chat. Federales, I'll continue to chat with you. Dude, earlier on today, while the desk were having a chat, some of the other pro players stopped by, namely Killer Joe from GOAT Team. He said, if they're going to play like this, Vitality may as well just be given the trophy at this point. How does it feel to hear something like that?
feels good, but I hope we can do it in the finals too. So yeah.
Yeah, of course, you got to do it in the finals, guys. Right, I want you to go around to the back of this crusher. I want you guys to line up for me. So everyone step up onto the step, please. This is the fun bit. Right, now we got to do a little bit of explaining. Let's set the scene here. 3 teams are being eliminated from the entire of PMWC right here, right now, by you guys, okay? We've got Hustler Crew. We've got TT Project, and we've got ETSH Esports. Look, this is the nature of the competition, but, you know, is there anything that you would like to say to those eliminated teams before we have to send their keys down?
Me?
Yes, you.
Nice try and better luck next time, I think.
Nice try, better luck next time. Okay. Would you like to press the button and open up the iris of the crusher? 3, 2, 1. Nice and smooth, I like it. Okay, gentlemen, this is how the cookie crumbles. We're gonna pull on this lever and it's gonna crush the remaining keys. Would you like to give it a go? Who would like to do it? In 3, 2, 1, pull it! And there they go. Was that satisfying? Was that good? That was good. Satisfying?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, you gotta stop doing it, man. Come on. It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. Now we're gonna have to do that obviously again next week. And of course, in the survival stage, plenty of PMWC action to come your way. Congratulations one more time to Team Vitality. What an incredible performance over the last 2 days. But we've got to break down everything we saw today on day 2 of Group B. Let's head back to the studio to do that.
A dominating performance out of Vitality in this past 2 days for Group B. PMWC at EWC 26. This squad was just looking different. You heard it there from Federalis as well today. They were just trying different stuff because they didn't really have to try that hard with how they were able to perform in that first day.
No, they weren't. They had nothing to worry about, nothing whatsoever. I mean, even after 6 matches of all these teams really giving it their all and getting all those points and making some upsets on the leaderboard, which we'll get to later, but there was nothing anybody could do. They were just far and above beyond. So really nice to see them kind of work on a few other things.
Thank you guys for joining
figure out what they want to do for the finals.
It was just scripts, really. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. But something that we do need to note, as we were able to note it in the past, for India, step up, baby, because it's time for you to shine. You have 2 teams now in the grand finals and getting a chance to maybe, honestly, with the way they've been performing, to end up finishing in the top 5. They have Orangutan, they have Godlike, and boy, have these teams have performed well for India.
There were so many haters, so many doubters, and you know what? Doubters, I was one of them just a few days ago, but we were proven wrong. Orangutan, Godlike, stepping up and making it right into your grand finals. What a step up for the entire country here. And you know what? After their dominating performance, getting 2nd place in their respective groups, they can do it again. Who knows? Maybe a podium is on the line for India.
And there we have the teams that are already in the finals, gonna be waiting from group stages for Thrives, OG, Aurora Gaming, Team Flash, Nick Galaxy, Vitality, Ida Esports, Godlike Esports, Aura Esports, and S2G as well, Ace.
I mean, look, speaking of step-ups, Ida Esports, S2G, I mean, Ida getting 3 chicken dinners. Ooh. And I mean, this is absolute insanity. The way that they were able to go from, I think it was literally about like 15th, not 15th, I'm gonna say 13th.
They were pretty low. They were pretty low.
They were incredibly low on the leaderboard going in today. And now to have 3 chicken dinners, incredible stuff, especially moving into the finals. They finally found their footing and 108 points from them. This was so unexpected from this team, especially going from yesterday where they just could not even get themselves any eliminations. And now you see them scouting teams, you see them obliterating teams, you see the way that they were able, especially in a spot, able to take on the likes of S2G and their positioning that they had in one of these zones. Incredible stuff from them.
Absolute Turkish domination today. 3 chicken dinners for Ida, consistent podium finishes from S2G, but we have to say there's one massive upset here on our screen.
Yep.
E-Arena. What happened after that initial record-breaking rondo? 39 points on a stadium finish, and after that, they just disappeared and fell out of the top 5. It's not like you have to be number 1, top 5, and they still couldn't make it. What happened to this team?
Neptura more than 1/3 of their points in one match, but they ended up crumbling.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad because E-Arena was one of the teams I was really looking forward to seeing, and we just didn't see anything. Yes, we had a massive record-breaking rondo to start off everything, and you're right, they got a third of the points. But where did they go? You said what happened? What did they do after that? The answer is nothing, Max. They did nothing.
Unfortunately, that's really nothing. Nongshim Red Force, I'm very sad. Day 2 didn't do much. They were very passive, not willing to commit to fight. I think Nongshim Red Force felt the pressure, very indecisive, but here we go. Third page, ETSH, TT Project, Hustler Crew going straight to the airport, straight to Charles de Gaulle, but dopeness.
Enigma to icon 1998 वाला Tyson मैं राम machine को देता light son look me in the eyes motherfucker get your eyes burned Enigma to icon 1998 वाला Tyson मैं राम machine को देता light son look me in the eyes motherfucker get your eyes burned ये मेरा throne मैं करने आया claim इसको इन रैपरों का same beat पे same disco तू बहुत hard है I guess तेरा name dildo खून किसने किया पता ना चला तो जेल किसको कमरे में बड़ा बंदा बात करे जीरो पर एक संख्या के बाद लगे 8 बड़े
I'm the fireman, rock for fireman. I got that fire, I'm hollering, I got that fire, come and try me and you can spark it up and I'ma put you out. You can spark it up and I'ma put you out. Ain't nobody fucking with me, man. He man, ski mask, spending next week's cash, he fast. And I don't even need the G-Pass, I'm past that. I'm passing them out now, yeah, you can't have that. And my chain too can't say that. Tropical colors, you can't match that. Gotta be abstract. You catch my girl's legs open, better smash that. Don't be surprised if she asking where the cash at. I see she wearing them jeans that show a butt crack. My girls can't wear that. Why? That's where my stash at. I put my Mac down, that's where you lack at. She needs a candle lit and I'ma wax that. I rekindle the flame, she remember the name. It's Weezy baby, January, December the same. Mama give me the brain, mama give me that gun, cause I'm the fireman, you hear the fire truck. You hear the fire truck. Fresh on campus, it's the Birdman Jr. Money too long, teachers put away your rulers. Raw tune, not a cartoon. No shirt, tattoos, and some war wounds. I'm hot, but the car cool. She wet, that's a carpool. Been in the water since you're young and you just shark food. Quick draw, McGraw, I went to art school. Yeah, the lights is bright, but I got a short fuse. Don't snooze, been handling the game for so long, my thumb's bruised. Your new girlfriend is old news. You ain't got enough green and she's so blue. Cash Money Records where dreams come true. Everything is easy, baby, leave it up to Weezy, baby. Put it in the pot, let it steam, let it brew. Now watch me melt, don't burn yourself. I rekindle the flame, she remember the name. It's Weezy baby, January, December the same. Mama give me the brain, mama give me that gun, cause I'm the fireman, you hear the fire truck. You hear the fire truck.
the table. You rappers ain't hungry enough. You rappers ain't hungry like They talk about me like I'm here. They talk about you like you was. Whoa. That nurse came into my room. She told me I'm sick in the head. I'm in hip-hop's hospital bed with a pen and a brace on my neck. They told me that I'm never leaving. Why? I get resilience against any rapper. They say that they run in the game. I'ma cut in the session. They cut off the legs. Whoa. It ain't ready. That last album was heavy. That last album was gritty. How you gonna match that? Just let me do what I do best. You're better off playing Russian roulette than coming in a booth with me, cause I get a little bit intense. I'm like, who's next? Y'all better watch it. Take a look at where the clock is. It's my time. This ladder of music that I climb. I took the machete. The game isn't ready. The rappers they coming up on me. I cut off the ladder and I told them bye bye. What you looking for? A high five? Nice try. Do not believe everything that you read on the internet. I do not know who your dentist is, but you should clean out your mouth. Don't call me a sellout, that's something I've never been. I've been through hell all my life though, but I know where heaven is. Father, forgive me for I am a sinner, but you gave me music as medicine. Woo! I'm too alive, see the fire, it's in my eyes. Before I roam these skies, so my karma was televised. Plan has been devised, tell these people they selling lies. Look up to the stars for advice and I've been advised. If you know me, I'm my own shit, couple $100K, I'm on my chrome shit. Remember I was hungry all alone, nearly homeless. Some of y'all want that shine, but they never grind. I put my chips on the table and bet I'm getting mine. Yo, way we living, nothing averages. I shoot first, then evaluate the damages. Funny how I'm making money, then advantages. 100 proof on my shit's right, no additives. Hey, you're 30K, 20 carats. It's way I'm living, shit's a movie, it's a parent. It's, hey, yeah, this is for my bad bitches. Throw it back, make it pop for my savages. Yeah, I'm a motherfucking shambler. Shorty know that I'm a savage, I'm causing damage. Now my niggas living lavish, we rollin' cabbage. Yeah, Julie with my package, I'm feeling eggy. Watch out, movie let it on, automatic blast. Shoot first, and my soldiers take advantage. Put a hole in Moller, nigga, you gon' need a bandage. Drugs that got me going manic, need the cash, I'm a bandit. Drop that ass for some real, once you fuckin' with a savage. Yeah, we got you with a panic. Yeah, way we living, nothing averages. I shoot first, then evaluate the damages. Funny how I'm making money, then advantages. 100 proof on my shit's right, no additives. Hey, you're 30K, 20 carats. Way I'm living, shit's a movie, it's a parent. It's, hey, yeah, this is for my bad bitches. Throw it back, make it pop for my savages. Yeah, I'm a motherfucking shambler. I put the city on my back. Me and mama full attack. Made it with my fam, I made a pack. Keep an eye out for the rats. Spin the block and then we run it back. Pay attention to the way that we react, cause we know where you'll be at. Yeah, 100,000 in a duffel. Baggie full of chips, no ruffles. Afraid of with the truffle. Everybody that I roll with cutthroat. You can hate, but you can never knock the hustle. Yeah, way we living, nothing averages. I shoot first, then evaluate the damages. Funny how I'm making money, then advantages. 100 proof on my shit's right, no additives. Hey, you're 30K, 20 carats. It's
motherfucking shadow.
Hey, you can go better your life. Hey, yeah, you can go better your life on me. Hey, yeah, you can go better your life. Hey, yeah, you can go better your life on me. Is it all gonna be worth it? Did I find that right of a purpose? I don't know, sometimes I'm nervous. I don't know, but I scratch that surface in my head, that's in my mind, cause I figure deep at night. Yeah, sometimes I wanna run, and sometimes I wanna fight. So many times I've tried, times I failed, that's okay, I still just go. Man, I'm not just giving up, it's what I tell myself I know. Got that stuff up in my chest, yes I gotta go. Blow all my numbers to the roof, this is really how it goes. But sometimes it's crazy, yeah, sometimes it's insane. And sometimes I just think about the times and all the pain. And sometimes I just think, yeah, can I find a way? Well, I just hope I can. Well, I just gotta go and safe. I gotta. Hey, yeah, you can go better your life. Hey, you can go better your life. Hey, yeah, you can go better your life. If you want to, you can die. You just need to sacrifice, you need to. I don't really wanna be the guy that never just went and tried. So I just gotta work so hard. Man, I just